Are you Chris Sheffield?
Yeah, I'm the one that sent you the message.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at my request first. I'm just confirming it.
Oh, yeah, I sent you the message with the Bundy Ranch link to it.
All right. Oh, is that to the Bundy Ranch, or is that the actual link to the post?
That's the link to the post.
Okay.
So after African American bodyguard would take bullet for Bundy. And this is actually a CNN one, and they tried to get him to follow the crowd and whatever. And obviously, since Bundy wasn't being a racist, they were just nitpicking.
Yeah.
So they didn't. So likelihood they didn't post that video on their main page because obviously it's not what they wanted. There's also another good article about let me see if I get his name right. He's Lieutenant Governor for Virginia.
Uh-huh.
What's his name? Republican Lieutenant Governor candidate E.W. Jackson. He actually spoke of a gathering of conservative leaders in Washington about 9 months ago, it looks like. And E.W. Jackson is a descendant from a slave, so he said the same thing that Bundy said. Do you want that link as well? That's on my wall if you want to check it out. Just copy it and post it wherever.
Is it on your actual Facebook page or a
yeah.
page? Okay.
No, it's on mine. I posted it to mine. I can send you the link.
I'll look for it. I'm trying to catch up stuff right now.
It's the second post.
I'm trying to share it to a bunch of pages real quick. The other things still.
Yep.
I got a lot of pages to post to, so.
I'm wondering if that piece of... Nope, didn't even check it out, swear to God. Rand Paul doesn't attract his statements. I don't know if I can vote for him. I sent him video and all sorts of stuff to his page.
For who?
Rand Paul.
Ron Paul?
Rand, his son.
Oh, okay.
I know he probably gets a lot, but still, this is important. This is important.
Yeah, it is important. It's very important, but a lot of people don't take shit seriously, you know?
How many people are on the call? 2, 3, 4?
3, I think.
Yeah, because I was going to try and call Rand Paul and record, and then post it to his wall since he doesn't pick up. I've tried calling him before. All right, I'll be back.
All right.
Real Patriots on.
Hey, it's Florida One. What's going on, Real Patriots?
Not much. Anything going on today?
No, everything's nice and calm, and they're having a party today, so at the ranch, a barbecue again. I think there's live performances. I haven't got the lineup yet, but I should have it shortly. I don't know. Have you saw what I posted about the email Carol Bundy sent?
No.
All right, Carol Bundy posted, "We are trading one form of slavery for another. For immediate press release, Bundy Range War, 4/25/14." She put this and sent it out. "We are trading one form of slavery for another. What I am saying is that all we Americans are trading one form of slavery for another. All of us are, in some measure, slaves of the federal government through their oppressive tactics of telling the ranchers how many cows they can have on their land and making that number too low to support a ranch. The BLM has driven every rancher in Clark County off the land except me. The IRS keeps the people of America in fear and makes us all work about a third of a half of the year before we have earned enough to pay their taxes. This is nothing but slavery from January through May. The NSA spies on us and collects our private phone calls and emails, and the government dole, which many people in America are on and have been for much of their lives, is dehumanizing and degrading. It takes away incentive to work and self-respect. Eventually, a person on the dole, I don't know what dole is supposed to mean in that, but becomes a ward of the government because his only source of income is a dole from the government. I don't know what he's using that dole for. Once the government,
handout?
huh?
It's a handout?
Okay. Once the government has you in that position, you are its slave. I'm trying to keep Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream alive. He was praying for the day when he and his people would be free, and he could say, I'm free, free at last. Thank God I'm free at last. But all of us here in America, no matter our race, are having our freedom eroded and destroyed by the federal government because of its heavy-handed tactics. The BLM, the IRS, the NSA, all of the federal agencies are destroying our freedom. I am standing up against their bad and unconstitutional laws, just like Rosa Parks did when she refused to sit in the back of the bus. She started a revolution in America, the Civil Rights Movement, which freed the black people from much of the oppression they were suffering. I am saying Martin Luther King's dream was not that Rosa could take her rightful seat in the front of the bus, but his dream was that she could take any seat on the bus and I would be honored to sit beside her. I am doing the same thing Rosa Parks did. I am standing up against bad laws which dehumanize us and destroy our freedom, just like the Minutemen at Lexington and Concord. We are saying no to an oppressive government which considers us to be slaves rather than free men. I invite people in America to join in our peaceful revolution to regain our freedom. That is how America was started, and we need to keep that tradition alive. Clive D. Bundy wrote that. P.S. Please pass the email along to friends and family. And then he put, P.P.S. Please join us this evening, April 25th, around 6 p.m. for barbecue and some entertainment, and a little swim in the river. Bring everyone you know on Bunkerville Road, east of I-15, a few miles. You can't miss us. But I'm waiting on the email back on whether or not they're going to have any thing else going on.
All right. When I get home, I'll post that on Facebook too. That letter.
Do you have it?
I imagine I didn't check my email today. I imagine there's something from Carol on there. I'm on the Carol's email list. I had to work today, so I haven't even turned on my computer.
Yeah, I actually emailed her other email and haven't got nothing back on whether or not they're going to have a thing today. I mean, performances today. I wanted to get a list.
Yeah, we need to get Ted Nugent out there.
Yeah, we need to.
I mean, he loves freedom just as much as everyone else.
Yeah, but he's not going to get involved in that. I don't believe he'll get involved in it anyways. How's Barbie today? She's
what?
back there in the background. She's back there in the background doing something. Catching
I
up
heard her
paperwork or something. Yeah, she's here.
I know she is. I heard her phone vibrate.
Oh. So that might have been my phone, though, because mine does it, too.
As a real patriot, I'm back. I got kicked off for some reason.
What's going on, man?
Nothing. I'm just sitting here at the airport waiting for a ride. I drive taxi.
So surprisingly, they actually have someone that picks up calls. I just have to call the right number, which is their Washington office. And who's here? Anyone? Oh yeah, I recorded the conversation, and it's like the person on the phone. Like, I don't know if you ever call them in, a congressman or anything, but sometimes those people actually have their own email addresses, and for some reason they wouldn't take that. So I guess I should just post this to YouTube or something. I recorded the conversation. It's kind of annoying. Made false accusation and everything. And anyways, I'll let you know when it's posted. I can change my Hey, do you know if you can change your YouTube name?
I don't think so. Not without starting a new account. Now I've got to cheat.
Guess just do that. Who am I talking to? It's 4-1.
There are 2 participants in this conference. This conference call is being recorded.
Yep. I recorded talking to one of Rand Paul's people.
Cool.
I'm going to post it to YouTube because I think he made a false accusation about Bundy. There we go. Let's go to YouTube. Do. You okay?
For me?
10-4.
I'm just growling at my computer. It's telling me invalid credentials. What the hell does that mean?
It means your password's wrong or your username is wrong.
Okay, the password is... I'm going to copy it.
It means you're entering in something incorrectly. Please try again.
I have tried so many freaking times. And I had it on Save Me, and now it's just gone. Oh, I know what it is.
Sure wish I could type that fast.
You should see I'm picking. Oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to let you guys listen to me type. I'm sorry. We gotta do something about this mute button situation. Husband, please fix my iPad so I can hit that mute button easier without hanging up on everybody.
Well, I can't do anything with that.
Why? Oh. Okay, guys, I gotta hang up for a minute so my husband can fix my cover so I can hit my mute button better. I'll be right back.
Have you posted that YouTube link yet?
Hey, what's up? It's Brian for like 5 minutes.
Hey, Brian, Barbie just stepped away for a minute. This is Tim.
So, man, yeah, she just figured out what she was doing wrong, not being able to get into the control panel. I'm sure she'll tell you. It's kind of a funny story.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, at least now it's reactive. I don't know if you're a fan on Facebook of the community conference calls page, but I just posted up about the call later tonight.
Yeah, man.
If you can get some views, reshare the crap out of that for me, that'd be great.
I am. I've already sent it to a bunch of people. I'm going to try to get a bunch of them on here tonight that I've been telling about. And a couple of them have called in once or twice, but not a lot. But I'm going to actually we're going to have a thing here in the tasting room tonight. It's going to be a bunch of people listening in just on my line.
Okay.
I got a question for you.
What's up, brother? I got a few minutes. I'll try to.
Gotcha. No, it's just a quick question. You gonna be on moderating tonight?
Yeah. Barbie and I should both be able to be on there moderating.
Good deal.
Hey, how you been, Brian?
What's up, man? Yeah, I've been good. Been a little weird where I work, but outside of that, just making do with these, getting some calls done. Some people I haven't all gotten back to yet, trying to catch them in the order they were received, also by importance, directly related to, what I'm trying to do. Not that anybody else is unimportant, had I not gotten back to them yet. Just trying to make do with what I got, man. If I was an octopus with just as many faces, that'd be great, but I'm not.
Cool.
But other than that, I'm cool, man. Trying to just, move forward with this little project. It's been kind of cool so far. I haven't been that active lately just because the whole money situation's died down, but, knowing that we've got a VIP on the call, I'd be happy to help make it work. Plus, it's Friday and Saturday are the better nights for me to be on here, the most. I didn't even come on last night. Hopefully Barbie handled it the best she could. But it's been exciting, man. Yeah, she does. If I owned this business where I'm at, I probably would have hired her as Secretary of Administration already. She's a huge asset to the program. So I put up that crowdfund the other day. I know I'm asking for a moderate amount, not as much as other projects, but something to help keep this going, as far as, equipment and keeping her sustained and helping Comms One get a new phone and a better radio to use, better scanner of sorts, just to kind of, as a thank you from the crew for doing as much as they've done thus far.
Yeah. And tonight, too, you may want to just make mention and suggest anybody that we will more than likely have a big crowd on here, to get Skype or something other than your cell phone constantly. It's like I told Barbie, I'd been on ever since the second night, and, pretty much around the clock I had it playing too, and I didn't realize that it could be an issue, even though you have unlimited time. But now I've got the Skype set up, so I just let it play pretty much all the time.
Cool. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'll definitely mention that they could call in the same way. Phone jack was having a little issue, I guess, getting on the call. Some people were having success, some people weren't. But yeah, hopefully people don't blow up their phone minutes and go broke trying to listen in on the call. That's why they actually have the rebroadcast as well. I think they're not real time. There's like a minute delay or so, but they can still hear the Q&A and stuff like that.
Cool.
Yeah, so there's only 2 guys in here right now, but I'm sure that'll definitely grow by the end of the night. Just I posted up the exact time, so hopefully between now and then, don't get a little pissed off or excited. There should be up around 9:30 Central when they were going to be calling us. So.
Yeah, I'll post it to your page. Also, this video I just made of trying to get another response from Rand Paul in his office. So I'm just going to start doing that because I think what he did was wrong. It's falsely accused Bundy.
Super Barbie's back.
Hey, Barbie, it's Brian. I just called in for a quick second, having a quick smoke break, but I got to go back in. So the floor is yours, young lady, and the dog, too.
So check your page later. You can check it out if you want. But,
hey, Brian?
Yeah?
While you're smoking, excuse the dog barking. He's only doing
I just wrapped that up, actually, but go ahead.
We're going to launch a full-out media campaign, too. And we're going to start reporting the media and asking them why they feel they have the right to make these accusations. And we're going to post it all over the web.
Okay, fair enough. All right, I got to go, but I'll be back later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, guys, guess what? My mute can hit my mic button. It works now. Oh, I know what else I forgot to do. Ta-da! Now I have all of it back. What? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Florida 1. Let's see. That's me. That's Florida 1.
This is Tim.
Hi, Tim. How's your day going?
Been busy getting ready for tomorrow.
You're going to be gone tomorrow, huh?
Yep. It's a long festival tomorrow from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. So I won't be around much tomorrow.
Are you going to be the auctioneer tomorrow?
No, actually, tomorrow I'm doing a big wine festival up in Lynchburg. It's some kind of music and wine festival.
Oh, okay. I don't really like wine. Well, that's not true. There is one wine I like. It's that one that you warm it up and it tastes like apple pie.
Yep. We make one really similar to that. It's sangria that we make in the wintertime that we actually warm in a crock pot. It's like apple cider warmed with cinnamon sticks in it, and people go crazy over it.
What is the name of it? Because I've looked for it. I had a taste of it at the Pennsylvania Farm Show, and that's where I fell in love with it. And I thought, oh my God, this stuff is so good.
Ours, we actually make fresh. You can't rebottle it because of the fresh stuff we put in it. It would start to re-ferment and blow the corks out the bottle.
That wouldn't be good. I would like some of it. If you happen to come across any that is in a bottle, because the one I tasted was up in Pennsylvania, and I should have wrote the name down, and I didn't.
We have a watermelon wine that people just go crazy over, and we're actually in the experimenting stages right now of a blueberry and a strawberry wine, and we're just now starting to experiment with the recipes on them and try to hopefully within the next 30 days get some.
Cool. Let me know. I might have to order a couple bottles to have you send them out here to me. That way when I have company, when y'all come visit me, I can offer you some wine.
Yep. We actually have the owners, they made several sweet wines. People really like them at the wine festivals. Normally I'd say I'm probably the top seller at every festival I do.
I believe it. You can be a people person when you want to be. When I can get you to turn off the mute button.
Right.
So did Brian tell you what's going on tonight?
Yes, ma'am, he sure did.
Okay, you going to be here?
Yep, I'm going to actually have a whole room of people in the tasting room listening in.
Cool.
Michigan 10 checking in.
Hey, Michigan 10, how you doing this morning? Afternoon.
Afternoon already. Pretty good. Waiting to hear the big news. A few people know already, but in time we'll all know, I suppose.
Michigan 10, you don't know yet?
No. Florida 1.
Welcome back, Florida 1. Okay, Michigan 10, tonight, sometime after 9 o'clock, around 9:30ish, sometime in there, Clive Bundy's going to come talk to us, hopefully.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's the first, ain't it?
On the conference call? Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm hoping it'll go good. I'm hoping everybody will mind their manners.
Well, you better learn how to use those mute buttons and just mute everybody out except for Clive. It'll be all set, and then you can open it up after that.
I think we're going to put the Q&A mode on. That way it'll be a little more organized.
There you go. Well, that's exciting.
And if you know why, I tried to upload a video and it's like unable to publish.
How long is it?
I just created the YouTube account like 10 minutes ago.
Did you minimize the page while it was uploading?
Yeah, it's standard. I uploaded it's standard video. Take about 7 minutes to upload. I'm re-uploading it again.
All right, well, let me know when you guys upload it.
All right. Peace.
Peace. Hey, welcome in, caller. I saw it before the ding. Okay, anybody got anything else they'd like to say? Come on, guys, don't let me hang.
But no new news today. Just the last update we got was from last night.
Yes, sir. That's all I've heard. Didn't get any reports from anybody of any boots checking in.
Well, that's a good sign.
Yes, sir. Hopefully I'll get some that'll check in this afternoon.
Afternoon's fading fast. 4:18 here in Michigan. 3:18 where you're at, I think.
Yes, sir.
Yep, I haven't been able to get on see what new stories there are online yet today, so we'll see what's up with that later, I suppose.
Hey, Barbie, this is Buckeye One. Do you hear me?
Hey, Buckeye One, welcome back. I was wondering where you were at.
My doctor gave me some bad medicine, or some new medicine for my diabetes, and I've been listening, but I've had the worst headache ever for like 3 days. I had to get off the medicine, so this really wasn't feeling like talking.
I hope.
Did y'all yeah, thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
Listening last night.
A little bit. I just saw the news. Did you know that Mr. Bundy's going to be on tonight at 9:30?
Yes, sir.
That's pretty cool.
One to know.
Pardon me?
I was the second one to know after he agreed to it.
That's good.
It'll be between 9 and 9:30. There's not a definite set time. But he was sitting out on the front porch with Buddha last night when Buddha called in, and I put everybody on hold and was talking to Buddha, and I was talking to Kristen, and I think it's going to be good tonight.
Yep.
It's good every night.
Well, I don't know. Last night got a little bit out of control.
I hear I did hear you got control. I'm sorry, sir. I did hear you've got a control panel now, right?
Yes, sir, I do.
Congratulations on the promotion. Don't spend all the money in one place.
I know, right? I'm still waiting for that donation of the touchscreen monitor. You know, I could really use that touchscreen monitor, y'all.
I would, but honey, I think you know my story a little bit. I have absolutely no income right now.
I know. Guess what?
I did a little job last week, but I never know when they're going to come in and out.
Well, I went to the doctor again today.
Mm-hmm.
It was horrible. They made me sit there and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. I actually fell asleep twice on my husband's shoulder.
I used to have a doctor that would do that, and I would sign in. I would try to make the appointments as early as possible so they wouldn't be too far behind. But I would sign in and then count how many people were ahead of me, and I'd just leave for an hour or so and then come back. By the time you got in and out of there, it was like a 4-hour ordeal. That's just not right.
I agree. But I got my ultrasound done.
That's good. Are you okay? Is everything okay?
Well, the ultrasound technician said that the doctor's going to have to sit down and review the pictures better. And they will send it to my family doctor, and he will get with me next week.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
So I sat there, and I was joking around with her and talking to her, and through my power of persuasion, I said, come on, how long have you been doing this stuff? She said, 11 years. I said, well, you know what to look for. How many tumors have you seen? And she said, 1,000. I said, well, that doesn't look fibroid to me. And she said, no, it doesn't. So, we'll see.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, they can do a lot.
Well, where it's positioned at, I really think they could just cut under my skin and pop it right out like a zit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it'll be a kind of a bigger zit because, I mean, it's almost the size of a small egg now. So.
Yeah. Well, I know 10 years ago my dad was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. It was stage 4 in his bones and everything, and we were getting ready for, when it's stage 4 in the bones, you're like, wow. And they dealt with it, and what he has, the type of lymphoma he has is not curable, but it's very slow growing, and they've dealt with it once since then, and he's still with us. And I remember my youngest son, because that was 10 years ago, I remember my youngest son graduated last year, and I remember thinking, well, Lord, if you could just keep him here until he sees my kids out of school. So he's made it that far, and he won his club champion. He's almost like a pro golfer. He won his club championship like 3 years ago. So he's still in very good health, but I just pray I pray that one of these days something else takes him, because that is a nasty way to go from what I hear.
Yeah, I agree.
Where they find a cure for it, and I think they've even gotten better in the last 10 years since he was diagnosed.
Well, see, mine's in a really weird spot. If you put your finger there at your collarbone, right in the center, and your finger down the middle of your chest, and you get, below that breast area, so where that bone is, right where you come over, and then like 2 fingers to the left. That's where mine's at. It's a really patient.
Have they done a biopsy on it yet, or what are they doing?
No, we just found it, and that's why we had the ultrasound done.
Yeah.
Next will probably be a biopsy, and I'm going to tell them, just skip the biopsy. I don't care if it's benign or not. You can do the biopsy after.
Take it out. Just cut it out.
Yep.
Yeah, if you don't want no foreign things in your body.
I got enough of that.
I'm going to be praying. I'll be praying for you.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Okay, we got a whole room full come in here now. I guess everybody realized I was back on, and everybody wants to come in and say hi to me.
Hi.
Hi, how are you today?
Fine, how are you? Who am I speaking with?
I'm Barbie.
Hi, Barbie. This is Martha from Colorado. I just saw your page and thought I'd call and listen to what people had to say.
I have so much to say. There's not enough hours in the day. I can sit here for 22 hours and talk. I drive these guys nuts. It's great.
That has been verified.
Well, it's good that something can be verified. There's a lot of things going around.
Yes, ma'am. So what did you see on my page?
Excuse me?
What did you see that made you call in?
Well, it was shared by a fellow patriot, and I just wanted to call and see what the conversation was about.
Well, the topic of conversation usually revolves around the Bundys, and the patriots, and the Oath Keepers, and the militiamen. And anything that they need, we try to get to them through various different means that we have right now. We also try to make sure from the outside in we can protect them. We try to verify any rumors that we hear. We try and switch the media at every chance we get, and we're about to start mounting a full-out media campaign for all these idiots putting out those headlines that are not true, and then we're going to post their responses back to them.
That sounds fantastic. I'm absolutely in full support, not just of the Bundys and of all the wonderful men and women that have been there and stayed there, but of our Constitution as a whole.
Yes, ma'am.
I have 3 grandchildren. I actually was at the Bundy Ranch about a week ago. I got there Sunday, right after the confrontation at the gate. That was Saturday, and I got there the next day. I have 3 grandchildren. I really want them to be able to breathe free air.
Yeah, and it's a scary thought that there's a possibility they might not be able to.
It is. I'm sorry. I get a little emotional. I didn't realize. I knew how far we'd gone, but it just didn't hit home until I came out there and saw it.
And it's a good thing that now you know, because now you can talk to your friends about it, and they'll talk to their friends about it, and that's just more people that are waking up to what's going on nowadays. And the more people that we have, to pull together to support each other, the more we can get done.
Well, that was one of the reasons that I went, because I think we all tend to see news stories and hear things and think, well, that's terrible, and gosh, I wish that wasn't happening, but it's not a personal thing. And I hope that by going there, it would become personal to, even if it was just my friends and family. It was now personal, something personal to them, because their grandma was out there. And I think that every single person that was there probably has a huge sphere of influence that, had they not gone, there's a lot of people in their sphere that would not have, thought that it was personal, that wouldn't have thought it was affecting them. So maybe that is what it will take to get people to wake up, is for enough of us to attend and put ourselves in that position so that it becomes personal. And I apologize, that's one of my grandchildren in the background.
That's one of the things I love about the conference call. You can sit and type all day on Facebook, and the feeling and the emotion isn't there. It's not humanized, it's desensitized. But when you pick up that phone and you call into this conference call, there's people on the other end. And we're going to talk to you, and we're going to talk about the issues that you want to talk about. And it makes a huge difference. It makes the emotional investment in it all that much more concentrated and deeper.
Right. I was very upset when I did get home and got to hear Harry Reid's interview where he said these were not grandmothers. I wish he could have seen me through the television jumping up and going down. Yes, we were. Yes, we were.
You don't sound like a domestic terrorist.
No. I bake bread. I make cookies. I cook food. I babysit. I don't think that I fit the profile of a domestic terrorist.
Well, now let me tell you, Mr. Harry Reid, in his infinite wisdom, put out a list of 72 items that will make you a domestic terrorist. I am very proud to announce to everybody that out of that 72-item list, I qualify under 60 and a half.
Good for you.
How many you got turned out?
72 minus 60. Plus 11 and a half, because there's one I have a half done on.
Yeah.
Where can we find that list?
I believe somebody posted on our community conference call webpage, or page. It's a Facebook group. There's a lot of information on there if you want to check it out. Mm-hmm. And are you on Facebook, ma'am?
I am, yes. Well, not right at the moment, but yes, I'm on Facebook.
You got paper and pen?
Sure.
I'm going to give you my name so that you can add me on Facebook. That way, if you forget the conference call number, you can just, Barbie, where's it at? Now I'll make sure you can come back in and talk to us.
Okay, thank you.
My name's Barbie, just like a Barbie doll. Barbie.
Right.
The middle initial is L.
Right.
My last name is Rogers, Rogers.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, I know you're a grandma, but my profile picture is a little tiny peanut, and he's holding up a sign that says, "Are we all just fucking nuts?"
That's kind of cute.
It is.
You don't think something like that would come out of that sweet little voice, would you?
No, not at all.
But Barbie can go out and hunt and kill an animal and bring it home and cook it and give it to her man. I'm very jealous.
I can do all those things except the field dressing. I don't do that.
I homemade bread and can over an open fire, and I make my own preserves. Oh, yeah, I can do everything almost. I'm not a grandma yet, though. I keep telling my boys they need to get onto that because I want to be a grandma.
Well, be careful what you wish for. They're absolutely wonderful, but all 3 of our children decided to do it within 4 years of each other. So there's 3 tiny ones running around in my house at different times.
I can't wait.
Oh, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. There's, when you're a parent, you have to be responsible and do all the right things. When you're a grandparent, you just bake cookies for them and give them juice and sit and hold them. And
I don't know, because when I was raising my boys, I was very lenient on them, but I taught them right from wrong.
Right.
I didn't really sweat the small stuff. You know, bedtime, hey, if you get up in the morning without fighting with me, I don't care what your bedtime is. You know, it's that simple with us. I just told them, and they usually follow the rules pretty good.
Yeah. It's a whole lot easier to follow rules even as adults when the rules are based on right and wrong.
Yep.
Not someone's personal agenda or entity agenda or whatever the powers may be are.
Yeah, those powers may be like to irritate me.
Yeah. One thing that I found very touching when I was out there were all the American flags on the Bundy supporter side and the people that were so patriotic. And then when I looked at the videos and the pictures of the federal agents for whatever entity they're working for, there was nothing on them to denote that they were American. They didn't even have the decency to put a red, white, and blue air freshener in their vehicles. Nothing. I saw nothing.
Yeah. One of the newspapers put out a link that had 5 pictures I hadn't seen before. And I started clicking on the pictures, and my mouse is retarded. It doesn't work half the time. And it must have triple or quadruple clicked on one of the pictures, and it opened up somebody's personal pictures. They took like 400 pictures.
Wow.
And I'm going through, and then I'm enlarging all the guys, and I'm taking screenshots of them, and I'm sending them to my friends, and he's going to make wanted posters for me of all the BML guys that were in these pictures.
Well, as angry as we get at the big guys like Harry Reid and, you know, his ilk, they wouldn't have any power if they didn't have the foot soldiers to follow their orders. That's what bothers me, is that there are so many people willing to follow their orders.
Yeah, that's why we say around here, oath before orders.
Right. And I think that there's a lot of people in and out of our military, I'm not just picking on one group, that just don't get that. There's a lack of honor and integrity and character.
Yep.
You know, but we're of a generation that doesn't remember anything really bad. You know, there's some of us can remember Vietnam, but other than that, most of our young people have never seen real hardship, you know, real sacrifice, real commitment, and they don't understand it.
And when they do see it, because it's coming, I think there's going to be an overreaction of people that don't know how to handle it.
Agreed.
And I'm a prepper too.
We have, we live in a very remote place that gets closed in by the snow pretty often. So at any given time, I've got plenty of whatever I need to keep the household running for as long as I need to.
I like the way you say that.
Was that non-confrontational enough?
Yes. My husband gets a little upset with me having stuff here and having stuff there and stockpiling a little bit too much, he says. But I started couponing, so the stuff I'm stockpiling I'm getting for free. So he shouldn't complain too much for me. Luckily, I have a good husband. He's a sweetheart.
Well, I mean, you know, we can conjecture about large things happening, but I remember when I was young, the truck drivers going on strikes because of the gas prices. You know, it wouldn't take but just one good truck driver strike for all the grocery stores to be empty, for the gas stations to be depleted, for the drugstore not to have your medication. And it wouldn't take but 2 or 3 days for this to happen. And then what are you going to do? If you don't have some extra things put aside, how will you provide for your family? How will you, you know, your child's not going to be happy with, Mommy, I'm hungry. Well, I'm sorry, darling, the grocery store didn't have any food. That's not going to fill their tummies.
Yep.
Just the basic, you know, if we can even take out the huge big picture here and just look at the little basic things that, you know, what would happen if you just absolutely couldn't go to the grocery store or go and consume anything for a week? And I think that most people would be in a lot of trouble. I
learned how to make bread last summer in a glass box out in the yard.
That's incredible. I bake my own bread, but I do it in the oven.
I do it in the oven too, but I figure, what am I going to do if I don't have my oven?
Right.
So I messed with it and messed with it and played with it and played with it, and I figured it out.
In a glass bowl or glass jar?
A glass box.
A glass box. Where do you do a glass box?
It was the bottom half of something. I don't know. My son put it together for me.
That's very ingenious.
I think the top was part fish tank.
Huh. I would be interested to see how that's done. Maybe someday when everything calms down, you could make a YouTube video of how to make bread in a glass box.
There are YouTube videos on how to do stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. Just type in make bread in a glass box.
All right.
Or make bread outside. I think there was one under that too. Yeah, my son was asking me about how we go about butchering chickens, and I told him look it up on YouTube, and he laughed at me. He thought I was being funny. He looked it up, and sure enough, it was there.
We raise chickens and for the eggs. We haven't butchered any yet. We haven't had a flock survive predators yet to get old enough to butcher.
Oh, last night or the night before? I think it was last night. I kept hearing something outside my computer room window, and I finally sent my husband out there. I said, there's something heavy. Okay, it was the night before that. there's something heavy out there because I hear it. So he went out with the flashlight, and he was looking and looking and looking. There's a raccoon out there going up and down the tree and into the leaves. Oh, there's baby birds up on the top. But
wow.
He chased them off. If it would have been me, I'd have went out with my gun in my hand.
Our last flock was gotten by a bear. We were out of town, and the neighbor was tending to them, and a bear got in the night and tore the coop apart and killed all the chickens and just made a mess of things.
Yeah, I have that problem down then, too.
We rebuilt and got another flock of chickens. And
I had a flock of chickens 2 years ago. I thought they were all peeps, and one of them looked funny, and I asked the man, I said, what kind of peep is this? And he said, I don't know. He said, it's some kind. I said, okay. And it was cute, but it just didn't look quite right.
Right.
Guess what it was?
What?
A turkey.
Oh, no.
So she was raised with a flock of chickens, and she thinks she's a chicken.
And so you get turkey eggs every now and then?
Yep.
Well, that's great. Well, I have enjoyed my time here. I'm going to go so some other people can talk, and thanks for making this available, and I thank you for your time.
Well, you don't have to go. You can stick around and hang out and listen. There's like 7 others in the room.
There's lots of people who do that.
That's great. I may call back in a little while. Time to go put little one down for his nap.
Well, between 9 and 9:30 tonight, we're hoping for Mr. Bundy to come on.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yep.
And that's Central Time?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon, and God bless.
Same to you.
Hey,
Bye-bye.
Barbie, I don't know if you watched the video, but any suggestions if you did?
I didn't watch it yet because you guys would have heard it if I would have, because I was talking.
Oh, okay.
But if you want to hold up the conversation for a minute and talk to everybody, Buckeye One's here and he'll talk to you. I can watch it real quick.
Yeah, I could talk to everybody. I'm just sort of cooking food.
What are you cooking? I'm hungry.
So, I guess what's going on, everyone?
What are you cooking? I'm hungry.
Buttermilk pancakes. Organic.
Ew, I definitely don't want organic pancakes.
Why not?
I don't know. It just doesn't sound good.
Oh, they're really good. Healthy for you and everything.
I wish I could give you a jar of preserves to put on top of them.
Ew.
Oh, no, that's a yummy way. Don't knock it till you try it.
I've tried it before. I don't like preservatives. Trying
Not
to be
preservatives.
as healthy as possible.
Not preservatives. Homemade preserves.
Oh.
You know, like jelly?
Well, yeah, I got grade A organic maple syrup, so.
Ah, okay. Hey, Buckeye One, you want to hop on here and talk for a minute? I think he's still here.
This is Florida One.
What's up, Florida One?
What's going on? Who's this again?
Illinois 7.
Oh, all right. Hey, Barbie.
She'll be back in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I know. I heard her. I've been on for a while. Actually, I've been on all day. I just keep getting kicked off every time my phone rings. But I call her right back.
All right. Are you on Skype when you're getting kicked off, or just on a regular phone?
On Skype?
Put the, do you have an iPhone?
Yes.
Put it on airplane mode, and it won't kick you off when you get text or calls.
But if I do that, then I'm running off my internet on my phone.
Oh, I got you.
I'm on my Wi-Fi.
Hey, this is Coms One. Is there anybody out there?
Yeah. What's up, Comes One?
Comes One.
Who's speaking?
Can you hear me? This is Florida One. Oh, the way you said that, it was like, can anyone hear me? I was like, yeah, can you hear me? And you didn't answer. That's why I said Comes One. Can you hear me?
Hey, man. Okay. All right, so I'm going to start off by saying this. In a parallel universe, so it's completely theoretical, or actually it's not, I built a machine that I can show to a parallel universe. In that universe, I found a major security flaw, and that universe is BLM. You catch my drift on the technological side.
Yeah, I catch your drift.
So
I know all about computer shit. You could talk all that crap to me. Some other people don't know.
Transfer protocol on its servers, and it is secured, but you're allowed, if you get access to that, the main purpose of that is to upload from whoever's going to upload it and receive and be able to access a sharing database. So you can access a lot of different things. Also, with this protocol, if you uploaded something, you could do a lot of different. There's a lot of potential, and you should know just as well as I do. If you want to check it out, do you have a VPN on your computer? Because you're going to need it.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and put that on now. I'm going to go ahead and give you this URL to type in after you do that, because I didn't do it for my computer. But once you got your VPN enabled, go ahead and
Hey, Chris. Oh,
Yeah?
wait a minute. I got to turn my volume back up. Hey, Chris. That was freaking awesome, man. If I could reach through the screen and hug you, I would.
Well, the thing is, Rand Paul made a false accusation, and he needs to read it. And the only way he's going to get that is if people start doing that. And if that floods YouTube, he's going to have to respond. Otherwise, it's going to affect him if he tries to run for either Senate or president.
What I would do?
one.
Bitch, though. Keep that in mind.
Yes. You need to get in contact other than on this
Why
phone line.
you?
Say that again. You need to get in contact in another form of communication. You got Skype?
Yeah, I'm on Skype.
Well, what I would do is every post that he puts out on Facebook, I would put it in that post and say, "Are you going to respond to this? Are you
Look for
going
A to Z
to
chat.
comments about America?"
Like 4 people talking at once, I think.
Go ahead, Barbie.
Are you done on the radio?
No, hey, Combs want to look for A to Z Tactical in Skype and
All in one word, because I'm sorry, Barbie, but
yes.
I'm sorry I'm cutting you off. But I really just found something really important, and I really don't want to go in too much detail talking on the phone for the technological end of this spectrum. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and search you up real quick, and I'll let you know if I found you.
All right.
All right, Chris, what I would do is just keep posting it everywhere. Post it everywhere. Every comment his office puts out, make sure it's posted on it.
10-4.
But now, as for a word of advice, I could see your face in your reflection of your phone. Just so you know. And
I don't think it's that big of a deal. Just a reflection.
yeah, see, I would have had my face in there too, you know, because I want everybody to know who I am. But
That's John F. Kennedy.
yeah, the other
Look
thing.
at the birthday. You look at the birthday, it's the day that he was assassinated. Yeah, I'll fix that.
Otherwise, it was, I mean, freaking awesome, man. Post it on my wall. I'm gonna make sure I send it to everybody.
Cause one that is ATOZ Tactical, not the number 2. Sorry, Barbie.
No problem. I'm right here. Did you see that video he made, Florida One?
No, he hasn't sent it to me yet. I thought, yeah, I was on here when he went to make it, but he never sent it to me.
It's freaking awesome, man. Wait till you see it. It's awesome.
I thought he was gonna send it to me too because he sent me a message, but I don't think you didn't send that to me, did you?
No, I have a lot of people. What's the name?
I thought you already sent it to me. James Sash on Facebook, SACHE.
Yeah, that was something else. That was the interview.
Yeah, that's why I said I thought you was going to send it to me.
That's the call to Rand Paul's office.
Yeah, I was on the phone. I was on here when you got off to do that.
4-1, I sent you the request. You should just be getting a name. My name on there is Revolutionary in another language, so it starts with a D, ends with a D.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and call you on there, or just start messaging you on there, if whatever you want to do.
That'll work.
Because I'm definitely not trying to do any sort of video, because if this was intercepted, that'll just give visual affirmation for the courtrooms. Should that situation arise, even though everything I've ever said on this phone call is 100% theoretical. And just so everybody who may be listening knows that everything that I've ever done in person is in another universe.
Yes, Minnesota checking in. Any new breaking news I don't know about?
I'm about to message you real quick from Minnesota on what I've been talking about.
Whole bunch of stuff.
I caught that Mr. Bundy himself is supposed to be calling in tonight. Is that correct still?
Yes.
All right. Let's try to see if I can get on here then.
I would suggest around 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Unless something major happens, though, but I foresee him making it.
Hey, Collins, just to let you know, I'm got both those communication options open there now.
Hey, come on.
Copy that.
4-1. Damn if I didn't get kicked off again.
You're on here.
Yeah, I just got back on. I got kicked off.
Probably because
every time my phone rings, it does that. I'm fixing to download this on my computer, but then I can't run all the programs on my computer and talk.
Get Skype. Send you this URL and
Right.
get it with this VPN enabled. I'm telling you now, you don't want to go on it because there's a big old disclaimer on there that will tell you why you want one.
Which one are you using? That way, if it was, which one are you using?
I'll send it to you.
Because I got three. Well, hold on, I got 3 computers here. I don't know which one.
But we need to discuss the majority of this on the other line.
Okay, come on.
I bounced my daggone signal off of Russia.
What's up?
I'm back in, so you know.
Brian's back in here?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not calling in off my phone line, so just so he knows.
I know, I can tell.
Shit, dude. I was so shocked that I found this out,
So loud typing.
My bad, dude.
Was
I'll mute it. Hey, Florida One, what do you think about my picture on Skype?
I didn't see it. Hold on. Hey, that's cool as shit.
Florida One.
Yeah.
Anybody else? You have some in that area.
I can't hear you hardly.
Do you know anyone else who could be of potential use for this type of activity?
Do I know anyone else that does it? Yeah, plenty.
If they support this movement, if you could get a hold of them, more minds, one subject,
Yeah.
Just a reminder, guys, please take a minute and write down some of the questions that you would like to ask tonight.
Will do.
Whoever's dog that was that just barked in the background got my pit bull all upset.
Sorry, I didn't hit the mute button. Trust me, the next barks were even worse.
Boy, my computer just blocked a Trojan ADHX on there.
What's up, y'all? Alright, I'll check back later when Bundy's at 9 Central.
Yeah, sure. 9 Central.
10-4.
Is everybody having a good day?
Yes, ma'am. How about you?
I'm still kicking. What's everybody out there doing today?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay. Good. And in answer to your question, ma'am, I'm getting ready to go out there and mow.
Well, if you'd like to come do my yard, I would appreciate it.
If you got the money, I'll be more than happy to do it for you.
Yeah, how much is it going to cost?
I don't know. What state are you in?
Arkansas.
I'm in Texas.
I think that's far away.
We're all in the Midwest.
You border my state. That's pretty close.
Yes, it is. I've been there many times.
There's nothing to brag about.
Oh, y'all have some beautiful landscape up there.
On the western side, yeah. But we got mosquitoes big enough they can pick you up and carry you off.
I'd like to see them fight with the Texas skeeter.
Oh, my goodness. Are they bigger out there?
Yes, ma'am. Everything's bigger in Texas.
You know, speaking of cliches, I was always wanted to use the cliche, you know, I'm not going to stop till the cows come home. And the cows came home. And it didn't stop anyway. Who we got out there in Texas?
Ma'am?
What's your name, sir?
Murdoch.
Oh, hi, Murdoch. We have another Murdoch that calls in, too, but he's in California. I'm Barbie. I'm the volunteer moderator. Brian is our main moderator. He'll probably be on around 8 Central Time.
All right.
Welcome to the conference call, sir.
Ma'am?
Welcome to the conference call.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Is there also a chat room that y'all go to?
Not really. We have a Facebook page that you can write on if you like.
Okay, I think that's where I got this number from.
Quite possibly. We like the more human interaction by talking to you instead of the desensitized interaction by texting and messaging.
Oh, I hear you. I was just on here a while ago when you were when y'all were talking about the videos and stuff, and I was wondering if I could get those URLs.
Which videos? We talk about a lot of them.
Oh, the last one you were talking about.
The one that I said was really awesome?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are you on Facebook?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, add me. My name is Barbie, Barbie, middle initial L, and my last name is Rogers, Rogers. And it's right there on my wall. My profile picture is a little peanut holding up a sign, "Are we all just fucking nuts?"
Okay, there we go. I got you.
Yep.
I found you.
That's not hard to find.
I like your picture, too.
A lot of people like my picture. It just explains so much, you know?
Yes, it does.
But the first video there, it says, "My interaction with Rand Paul's office."
Oh, okay. There it is. Well, I'm going to mute my microphone. I'll still be here, though.
All right.
Florida 1, you still on here?
Yeah.
You secured yet?
No, I have to upgrade.
You have to upgrade.
Yeah, it's saying that the Ukraine one isn't available. It isn't in this plan.
Here, send me a screenshot of what you're experiencing. There's 2 pages that should open up. It'll say upgrade now, and then there'll be a regular page.
No, it said when I go punch into the thing for Ukraine, and it says it's not. Oh, here it is. Here's one that is available. I see. All right.
Free servers.
There you go.
Premium service is a lot better, but I'm not paying for it. I'm going to go ahead and
It keeps asking me if they're going to upgrade. Hold on.
You'll have to wait a minute to connect.
You have to wait a minute for it to connect. I see. But it says upgrade, but it's connecting.
Yeah.
I have it on my Mac, but I don't have it on my laptop, so I had to download one.
You just download it, man.
Yeah, just now. That's what I'm saying.
So do we have any callers that have any questions, comments, or concerns at this time?
All right, I'm officially just flew to Ukraine.
Well, I'm en route to Romania right now. So the Ukraine one, they used to have a lot more servers. For the sake of dissipating a lot of suspicion, communications between Ukraine and Romania pretty normal.
All right, I'm particularly about to go, so I'm ready now.
All right, yeah, first you need to be through the other line. I'm gonna go ahead and send this. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm Carrie Smith. I'm in Texas.
Hi.
Hello.
Did you say Carrie?
Yes.
Well, hello, Carrie. Welcome to the conference call.
Oh, well, thank you. Am I early or later?
What are you looking for?
You're right on time, ma'am.
Is this an all-day affair?
This 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week affair.
Okay, good.
So I guess I take it we're waiting on someone, to come keep it going.
Oh, no, ma'am. I'm right here. I'm the moderator at the moment. I'm just a volunteer, though. I'm Barbie.
You're who?
My name is Barbie, just like a Barbie doll.
Oh, okay. Hi, Barbie. Now, are you in Utah? Or
No,
Nevada?
No, ma'am. I'm in Arkansas.
Oh, great. Oh, great.
The conference call is open for everybody all over the United States.
Okay.
Are you looking for Bundy?
Well, this is my first time to tune in. What have I missed out on? Are the feds coming back or what?
I don't think they're going to come back anytime soon, but there's varying opinions on that.
Yeah.
At this point, it's all conjecture and opinions.
Mm-hmm. I guess everyone's heard about what's happened here in Texas.
The Red River?
Well, our Attorney General was told the feds to stay off. They wanted to come in here and take over the Texas federal lands, and he said, no way, stay out, and then we're the Republic of Texas. And I was shocked to death to hear that. Someone say that? Huh?
Was that Mr. Abbott?
Yes.
Yes, I did read that. I was quite proud of it, and I shared it.
Good.
I did too, man.
We have several Republic of Texas organizations. There must be like maybe about 20 of them, but there's only one that is truly functioning as the government, and they have representatives. They even have a few courts they have set up, real courts. You can hold court anytime you want to, anywhere. And I think that's what people don't realize. They think they have to have a bar card ex-lawyer judge, to have those. But you don't. Don't have to have lawyers present or anything. And but we have don't have the teeth to do anything right now. We're in occupied territory.
Yeah, well, we had last night and the night before, well, not last night, the night before last and the night before that, we had Becky Williams. She's running for governor of Texas.
Oh,
and she wants to succeed Texas.
Oh, all right. Well, we don't need to secede. $100,000 was put out there showing that we were never annexed to the United States because one nation cannot annex another. And so it was just all lies. In fact, the United States, they took a vote and said no, but I don't know what happened. I mean, I need to go back and talk to the real RT here and find out exactly how the lies got perpetrated. But we're still a republic. We're just occupied, because we've allowed the corporation to move in and capitalize everything, make everything corporations.
There's something about when Texas joined the United States, and I don't remember exactly how she said it. Texas was originally part of Mexico, and they joined the United States, and the way they set it up, Texas is the only state in the United States that could secede from the United States and become its own state, its own country.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, she has a brilliant plan. If she can execute it the way she talks about it, it's just awesome.
There's no documentation that we were never anything but a republic and that we were ever a sovereign state and had joined with the United States. So I think that some representatives went to Washington, D.C., and they wanted it, and it was actually voted down there that they weren't permitted to. And I think they came back, and I think maybe rumor just got started around. They didn't have newspapers. I don't know what happened, but I'll see if I can get more information from the guys. They've got all the real old and true law books.
Well, we'd love to hear more about it. We have a lot of Texans call in.
Oh, yeah. Well, everybody wants to secede, or, that thinks that we have to do that, but I thought the Constitution gave every state the right to secede, and that's what the Civil War, that was really a war for independence, actually was the southern states just trying to secede from the Union.
It's very hard and complicated, and then they write it up in legal language so we can't understand it.
Oh, yeah. Well, they've thrown away all of the true history books. I have a couple of friends, one in Florida and one here. Both went to libraries. One was working in a library, and just every year they toss out all of the old history books and spiritual and anything biblical out of the libraries. So there's just no way to go and check.
Hey, Murdoch, are you still here?
Yes, ma'am.
Murdoch's also from Texas. What do you got to say about all that, Murdoch?
Oh, I would love to succeed. I'm surprised we haven't done it yet.
Well, we've got a functioning Republic of Texas. In fact, they've invited anyone to come to their meetings. They meet every month and have been regularly for years. And they have a website you can go to. My computer's all messed up because I had to, go for Windows 7, and I have lost a lot of my stuff. But I'll try to get that, where to go, the link for you.
All right.
And you can read the whole story there, how we were always a republic and never were a state. What happened was we were trying to help the southern states fight for their independence, for them to become a nation. And, of course, we got involved in that defeat. Well, I'm going to disappear a little bit. I'll be right back. I'm going to go find that link for you, Mr. Murdoch, okay?
I'm looking at Wikipedia right now, and it's talking about it.
Okay. That was fast. It's just really going to take the people rising up, understanding who they are, that for years they've been giving a corporation jurisdiction over themselves. Anytime they're sent something in the mail, if they don't return it, it's like a contract. They're consenting to it, whatever it is. And we have all these contracts with this corporation, and just little by little, we've given everything we own to them without even realizing it. Our cars, the car titles, it's very difficult to get a car. It actually belongs to the government, and we're just commercial drivers renting it. There's just so much that has happened because we're so dumb about, true law. But these guys that are in this organization, they're way, way, way ahead of the pack. I mean, we can get a lot more justice through international law than we can. Our common law has been conjoined with the equity, and commercial so badly that, we just will never get justice there. They can change it at will at any time they want to. They don't I don't think their constitution that they take oath to is the Constitution of the small United States of America. I think that their Constitution is a Constitution, a corporation, 10 square mile confederacy. Y'all guys know about that, don't you? That they really have no property other than 10 square miles. And anyway, I'll be back. I'm going to go get.
I've heard about that. I've heard about some of that.
Uh-huh.
I've never been able to verify it. And
well, there's plenty of proof, and if you're going to find it, I think that this website. Did you find the link? What is it called? RepublicofTexas.us or something? USA or US? No, it probably wouldn't have US on it.
Well, if you find it, please pass it on to us.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. I'll come back on. I'm gonna go see if I can get Rich to see if he wants to talk on here, and he can really explain a lot. Okay, I'll be back.
tsl.texas.gov/exhibits annexation /part 5. Questions and answers.
How about a little bit slower?
How about
Republic of Texas? How's it go again? .gov.
www.tsl.texas.gov
I don't think that's it. Okay, I'll be back. I don't think that's it. Like I told you, there's lots of false ones out there. Okay. I'll call you back.
Just paste it on the wall for me?
Sure.
Thank you.
Not a problem, man. Let me go to it first. Interesting.
Got that.
That gum, Miss Barbie, you keep typing that fast, your keyboard's gonna catch on fire.
That wasn't me.
Oh.
This is Carrie. I'm back.
Welcome back, Carrie.
Do y'all know the other 3 people on this line?
Did it say there's only 3? Because I see more than 3.
Oh, yeah. It says that there's 6, and so there's you, me, and Murdoch.
Well, you would be number 7 then.
Oh, okay. and you know my huh? Okay, here's the deal. You can go to YouTube and just Google the YouTube documentary on Republic of Texas, and you can learn quite a bit there. And the website, and this is really the best one, is texasrepublic.info. I guess you put in www, I'm not sure, .texasrepublic.info, all small. Okay, and I couldn't get Rich. He was too busy, but there's a bunch of wonderful men here in Texas.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are you in Texas, Mr. Murdoch?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Where? Oh, I guess better not ask you that, huh?
I'm in Crockett, Texas, ma'am.
Oh, that's a wonderful place. What a great name for a place, huh?
Yes, ma'am. Named after David Crockett. He stopped here on the way to the Alamo to take a leak on a pine tree, so they named the town after him.
Hey, man, I am related.
What'd you say? Somebody said something. Did I interrupt the discussion, or?
No, ma'am, not at all.
No, ma'am. I'm actually working with somebody at the moment, so I'm here, but I'm there too. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, is there a particular time we're supposed to come on, and there's going to be like a recap, or I can tell y'all, my husband is writing a book calling Tolerating Tyranny, and it really walks people through their choices and biblically supports, really teaches Romans 13, like, the government wouldn't like us to think at all, because Romans 13 is talking about everybody, including the public servants. So, it's really going to be a good book. So, maybe I can get him on here, and he does some radio interviews. He's done a few, but he's a pastor of a church.
Well, I would highly suggest calling and letting us know first, because it is an open, unmoderated conference call, and passions get really high and intense.
Oh, I bet.
And I don't want him to come on and accidentally get insulted by somebody not speaking appropriately in this room.
Oh, yes. No, he wouldn't do that. I mean, he wouldn't. He's not as forced. I mean, he doesn't bring things up that I would. I mean, I just blurt stuff out, but he's a lot more thoughtful like that. I might offend somebody because I just say what I think, but I sure hope this Abbott fellow I hope he's for real.
I got a phone call. I'll be right back. Please hold on a second.
Okay.
We'll miss you.
Now, what was her name again?
That would be Barbie.
Barbie, that's right. Okay. Well, have they had some pretty heated discussions on here?
I have no idea, ma'am. This is my first time on.
Oh, okay.
I just now heard about it today.
Yeah, I just heard about it last night. I had gotten on another one, and it's when they were right in the middle of all that falderall on the Bundy Ranch. I guess it's not, it wasn't really their ranch. So, are you a rancher?
No, ma'am. I believe in my property rights, though.
Oh yeah. I got to tell you something. We had a dispute over a boundary line. We were sold this property, and the ex-property owner put in the fence, and he put it in wrong. He put it about 20 feet on one corner too far onto his own property. And so there was a nice pie shape there that we always thought was ours, for 30 years. And we planted trees and berry bushes and all kinds of things, and they're trying to make a barrier between us and neighbors just to have more privacy. So then he was trying to sell that and wanted to just move the fence over where it was supposed to be. And I was pretty upset because we had gone to a lot of trouble and gone out, and had some big old pine trees and things, and he didn't have anything on his property. I mean, it was just like bald. So whoever bought the property would have liked to have had, and they were just going to put cows on there. I guess just let them eat all that up. Any small wild plum trees coming up. So we had this lawyer that goes to our church, and he came up with a law that was called just give me a second to think. It was called something possession. It'll come to me in a minute. But it was called adverse possession, the right to the property by adverse possession, meaning we had worked it. We thought it was ours all those years, and so we claimed that we owned it. And the law was on our side. They couldn't do anything about it.
I'm sorry, I need to interrupt a second. Florida 1, are you on here? Florida 1? Florida 1, I need you to reply, please.
So, Mr. Murdoch, are you still there?
Hold on a second, Florida 1?
Yeah, we just made that. I don't know what's going on. Somebody's slurping.
It's me. I need to get Florida 1 on the phone immediately.
I'm here.
Okay, could you please ring my phone line, please? Immediately.
Yep. Who's echoing? What is the echo?
Sorry about that, y'all. I accidentally hit the wrong button and disconnected myself. I'm back. This is Murdoch.
Did you hear my story about the adverse possession?
No, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
I went to hit my microphone, mute my microphone, because I was going to cough.
Oh.
And I accidentally hit the disconnect button.
Oh, okay. So I was telling a story about a pie-shaped piece of property on our property. The previous owner had put the fence too far onto the part that he was going to keep. And so all these years we thought that pie piece was ours, and we had put trees all over it and berry bushes and all kinds of wild plum trees and things. And so he went to sell his piece of property, and he wanted that back and wanted to put the fence back, and take in all those trees and just let the new people's cows eat them all down. All of it. So we found a law called we tried to claim that land by adverse possession, and there wasn't anything they could do about it. They had to give that to us. But we went ahead and conceded it since it wasn't ours, but we just had the stipulation that they would never, cut down the trees, because there were some big old pine trees we had planted that were huge, and his property didn't have any trees on it. So anyway, I was wondering how come we couldn't just claim our entire property by adverse possession, and get our land patents back that way.
You can.
Pardon?
You can.
Oh, okay. You know for sure?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, have you had some law experience?
I went to junior college, studied law for a couple of years.
Well, and you've heard of that law then?
Yes, ma'am.
How about that? You're the first one I've run into.
You can also try looking under squatters' rights.
Okay.
How long was the fence there?
I think
Over
at that
5
time
years?
it was 30 years.
About 30 years?
Uh-huh.
That land is legally y'all's.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, we knew that. I guess the whole shebang is ours too, right?
Any place that is enclosed by that fence, yes.
Okay. I think that we just pay stuff we don't have to pay, but don't always know how to handle. Oh boy, there's some people coming up with some good ways to handle the big them. But so I sure hope I'm not stirring up anything. Am I causing some emergency session or something?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Well, I think she went to get the cavalry or somebody. I'm not sure. Or maybe she just went to get someone because she was getting some people online here. Well, I think I'm going to log out a while, and I'll come back on a little later.
All right, ma'am. Have a blessed day.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Murdoch.
Same to you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I hope everybody didn't run away.
No, ma'am. I'm still here. That's not what you need to hear, though.
Well, I'm happy that everybody's here when they're here. I just had a scary phone call I had to handle, and I'm trying to text message, and it's not getting anywhere. Okay. Anybody have any information on banksters?
Banksters?
Yeah. Want to Google that for me?
But I don't use Google.
Oh, okay. Well, Bing it for me. Batten Vanderbeek. B-E-E-K.
Banksters, the economic collapse.
What year?
What year?
Yeah.
It just says the next one. It's referring to the Great Depression and all that.
Oh, great. And what about Vanderbeek? V-A-N-D-E-R-B-E-E-K.
Born in 1977. Film and stage actor? I don't think so. Excuse me. All this is giving me is family history and everything.
Does he look like anybody that needs to be worried about, investigated?
Nevada Governor David Leroy Vanderbeek.
Oh, great.
I would say yeah.
Wonder what the tie is between him and banksters. Why would that both... this man has never talked to me before, so he has no reason to lie to me. Why would he tie the two of them together in a message to me? Okay.
He probably thinks... I'm looking at that site for the governor, and it's saying that he wants expansion of personal freedoms, and he'll take election after the 2014 election in Nevada, and support the whole United States, restoring constitutional law, natural rights, the rule of law, and freedom in all choices. Now, if you believe a politician, that's a good thing, but...
No, I don't.
I don't blame you, I don't either.
Florida One back.
Welcome back, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Just let me know.
You're welcome. I'll let you know.
I'm getting a message by somebody else, and they're talking about banksters and Vanderbeek and them being put together. And it's kind of scary. Too many theories and rumors and superstitions, and I've learned more in the last week than I ever wanted to know. So, let's do a public service update. It is 4:55 p.m. Central Standard Time. And my phone just had to make noise. Sorry about that. You're on an open, unmoderated conference call. Moderating capabilities are available. However, we choose to leave it unmoderated so everybody can speak their mind. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to ask them, express them, or state them. And we're here to talk to you. The main topic of conversation is fundies and anything we can do to protect them, keep them safe. And my phone went off again. And we're also making sure the militia gets anything that they need, and the Oath Keepers and the Patriots on the ground there protecting your bundies. Any questions, concerns, comments? Am I echoing?
No, ma'am, you're not.
Sorry about that. I had to mute myself out for a minute.
That's okay. I've muted myself out so much. Well, actually, my voice sounds better now that I can drink again. So you should have heard me this morning. Why don't you talk again?
Huh?
Okay, you're still anonymous.
Do what?
You're still anonymous.
I can't hear you.
You're still anonymous.
Oh, it says that on there?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's because I'm calling on the Skype.
Yeah. I have to figure out this connection with Van Fleet. Why are people connecting him with banksters? Banksters wants to have a rogue depression.
I can't hardly hear you. Are you talking into the phone? I mean, into the computer?
Is that better?
Not much better.
Why? I have it the same way I had it yesterday.
I don't know. Hold on a second.
Miss Barbie, can you add me so I can text message you?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Talk now?
Did you send me a friend's request?
Yes, ma'am.
Still not very loud.
Oh, there you are. There you go. Now you're in the inner circle.
Thank you. Now, here you go. There's the relation right there.
Okay. I'm going to mute out a second.
There's a guy here on Facebook who says that Mr. Bundy doesn't recognize the Constitution, so why should he have any rights? Idiot.
Was this dude really elected governor?
Yes, ma'am. He'll take office in 2015, I believe. I'm sorry, 2014. I don't know what I was thinking.
Good afternoon, Big Red Logistics 1, check it in.
Welcome back, Big Red.
What is new in the hood, so to speak?
Not much.
Well, besides the fact that mainstream media is trying to make Bundy look out to be freaking racist, but we'll just kick that one under the rug. Now, when I first saw the clip, I was like, are you serious? And then doing more research into it, I found the whole clip. I'm like, oh, what a surprise, trying to slander the guy's character. Like, I didn't see that coming.
I know, right? Sensationalized media at its best.
Yeah. No, you want to talk about socialism? Come drive in New York or New Jersey all day with me. You'll see plenty of socialism. Ugh.
I've been to New York before. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, lucky me, I didn't have to cross that fucking river today. That's tomorrow.
Good looking at.
Yeah, I'd rather stab myself in the eye with a fork. I'm just being honest there. I mean, I think I would feel better.
So what's up with you today, sir? Big Red?
Not a whole lot going on, just driving. I lost 2 of my loads the last couple days. One from a DOT medical card issue. The carrier never received my copies, and then they get them a couple hours later after making me sit the whole day. And then they wouldn't let me work. So I lost 500 miles that day. And then today, due to what I like to call act of God, the choo-choo train didn't show up when I needed it to, so I lost out on more work today, and now I'm working late. My night driver's going to go late to his next load, and then I'm going to be late for my work tomorrow. So it's a compounding issue for the last 3 days, and I really just want to put my fist through somebody's face.
I could volunteer a few people.
Oh, I'm sure.
We can start with LM and Eric Holder and the FCC and the Department of Education. And if you're not calmed down by then, I can find some more people.
Oh, I'm sure. Problem is, I don't want to have to wash my hands, and I don't like getting all dirty.
I'll buy you a pair of gloves.
That'll work. Well, it is kind of funny how Eric Holder cancels these events that he's going to go to because people are threatening to protest. I think that's great.
Yeah, I saw one that a friend of mine in Oklahoma posted, and he said, yeah, the Okies got outrageous and you canceled you. And he went into a long spiel about how rotten he is.
I just think it's funny. Should chase these tyrants out of our town. And I think the feds are starting to realize that they pushed us too hard, and now they're going to have to quiet it down a little bit before they can push it too hard again, you know?
Well, you should see there's a post on my wall. Chris called Rand Paul's office and tried to do a photo.
Hey,
it was cool.
Barbie, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hello?
I'm here.
Anybody here?
Yeah, we hear you.
Turn your sound back on. I do it all the time.
I can hear you now. Can someone give me the address of the Bundy Ranch?
7175 Gold Butte Road.
And that's Bunkerville, Nevada? All right, appreciate it.
You give me a second, oh, no, I can't. Yes, I can. I'll give you the zip code, too.
No, I'm...
89007.
What'd you say?
89007.
All right, appreciate it, man.
Do you have something major going on combined with what I told Florida One?
I don't know what you told him, but
you need to ask him if those two things, that what you're doing and what I told him, mesh together or not. Okay.
Copy.
Thank you.
Well, I'm working on a care package right now. It's going to take me a couple more, maybe another week or so to finish it up.
I will gladly climb in a box if you'll mail me there.
Well, you can't make any noises. That's the problem.
I don't know. I talk an awful lot, even to myself.
Well, even AT&T can agree with that. 22,000 minutes?
In 10 days.
In 10 days. Holy shit. Did you, live in the conference hall?
I get 2 hours sleep a day.
Wow. I'm on my phone a lot, but you got me beat by a lot right there.
My brothers and sisters needed help. I had to be here to help them.
Well, that's why I only call in for a couple hours at a shot. AT&T really doesn't pick it up, or at least for me, as long as I'm not on here too much. I only have 6 hours logged into the call log itself. I check my bill just to be sure.
Well, Larry Murdoch called in because I was really upset and stuff. And Larry Murdoch called in and he said that if you have AT&T, it's 750 minutes.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, a month.
That's what they give you? Is that what they give you for conference?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I probably shouldn't exceed it. That's why I'm calling in now to see what's going on. But ain't a whole lot going on, and I'm just driving like a jackass, as always. Nothing new. If I'm not doing 70 miles an hour plus with traffic, I'm not doing it right.
Well, I would suggest calling in about 9 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, Mr. Bundy's coming on.
Hopefully, yes.
9:30 Central, right? So that's 10:30 tonight?
I would try 10 o'clock your time.
Hey,
well, that sucks, because I'm going to be in bed sleeping.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying I'm going to be in bed sleeping for that.
I need to make a phone call. Please hold.
Well, I'm going to drop out anyway. Anything happens, you guys have my number or my contact info. Give me a heads up.
Have a good one, sir.
Well,
yep, see you guys.
Barbie, that's a negative on the mesh together.
Thank you.
Miss Barbie, are you on the mobile phone?
I'm on a cell phone.
Hey guys, Larry, how you guys doing?
Just fine, sir. And yourself?
Oh, not too bad. Got home a little bit. Wanted to jump on here and see what's going on. What's the excitement? Anything?
Not much.
It was a bit quiet, wasn't it? Hey, does everybody have Rand Paul's number so everybody can call and ask him why he jumped on the bandwagon of the mainstream media?
Hey, I'm pissed off at Rand Paul, and I'm just throwing him out the window. Honestly, though, if you're in politics, once you say something, it don't matter how many times you say sorry. For me, anyway, there's no going back from what you said to begin with, because after that point, what you say in politics is always going to be scripted beforehand. So you had the idea. Obviously, he has more ideas on the subject, but that's all he said, because you know how it works. Most of the people in here do. So he can sit there and say he's sorry all he wants, but that doesn't mean he's going to change his mind.
Did he say it on a video, or did he say it on a phone conversation, or anything? I didn't see what he said. I just think that he said it. Well, did anybody hear what I said?
I don't know when he said it or how he said it.
Florida One, was that you earlier who said about you threw him out the window? Who was I just talking to that said threw him out the window? Pretty much at this point, doesn't matter who's talking.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you a little bit.
All right, yeah, that's me.
I'm back. My dog.
All right, everybody be quiet. She's back.
My messenger is going nuts today. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. And I forgot to turn the volume back up so I could hear everybody. Okay, now I can hear everybody.
Hey, Bobby.
Hi.
How you doing? Do you have a link for where Rand Paul said or backed on Bundy for the comments or whatever?
The original comments that he had made?
Yeah. Rand Paul was calling out Bundy for racist, blah, blah, blah. Do you have a link? Because I haven't seen any videos or heard any video of Rand Paul, and I'd like to get that.
I'm so pissed at these damn motorcycles flying by my house that
I'm going to have to get with Chris because I think he has it.
Yeah, I saw the link of the phone conversation between that man and what is it, whoever answered the phone for Rand Paul.
Hold on 1 second. I'm telling you, between my dogs and my bird, I'm going crazy today. He saw a conference where Rand Paul had put Mr. Bundy down. And if you give me a minute, I can get him on here to give you that link.
Or a suggestion to Google. What would I Google to see that? Any suggestions?
No clue. Rand Paul's current conversations or current posts.
Yeah, that'll cover a whole bunch of stuff.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he said it through Twitter, and so you could put the two of them in your search engine. Holder just canceled his latest speech too.
Who did?
Eric Holder.
Eric Holder.
Eric canceled his speech or Rand Paul's speech?
Canceled his.
And his speech was going to be on Bundy?
I'm not sure. Let me look at it.
Isn't he the Fast and Furious guy?
Eric Holder is, he's everything. He's all kinds of bad.
But wasn't he involved in that Fast and Furious thing?
I do believe so.
Yes.
I can't be for sure. Yeah, okay. Confirmation.
Well, yeah, on another note, he also wants every single gun to have a chip in it. He also wants every single owner to have to wear a GPS bracelet to be able to own one.
That's right.
Well,
he was to give a speech at a graduation ceremony in Oklahoma City for the police academy.
Really? I didn't think Oklahoma would ever let him in there.
They didn't. That's why he had to cancel. And yes, he was involved in the Fast and Furious and the IRS targeting of conservative groups.
Right. Now, the Fast and Furious, that was under Bush's administration, right? Or was that the beginning of Obama's?
Beginning of Obama's.
I thought it was 2010.
I'll look it up later.
Shipping guns into Mexico.
Yeah, that was Obama. Yeah, it was 2010. Okay.
No, that was under Bush's administration. I'll blame Obama anyway. Don't get me wrong. I can know the facts before I step right.
Bush left office January of 2009.
Oh, okay.
So there's no possible way administration.
Well, I blame everything on Obama. If I stub my toe, I blame Obama.
You too, huh?
You flip your car 12 times.
Blaming thing as
car 12 times it was Obama's fault.
Exactly.
I'm going to use that next time.
If it's a thing, couldn't he just say that somebody else in his, I don't know, whatever, tweeted that, he didn't do it or something like that? Like, it didn't make a whole lot of sense, did it? Now I'm wondering if anybody can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I couldn't get Twitter to really work for me. I kept Twittering myself and trying to figure out what the hell's going on here. Who's that British guy, the gun grabber for CNN? His name. Piers. Morgan Piers?
Morgan Piers, okay.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to Twitter him and yell at him.
Piers Morgan.
Like, Piers Morgan, okay.
Yeah.
He's like, why are you yelling at me about this? I didn't do nothing. I'm like, I just popped it out there that I have no idea how to Twitter, so my rants aren't working, so I gave up.
No, Alex Jones snapped on live there on Piers Morgan, and that was the funniest. That's the funniest thing. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I was kind of cringing. I'm like, no, not the whole world thinks that Alex Jones is the Ted Nugent of gun control. We don't want Ted or Alex Jones speaking for us like that. He goes crazy.
If I ever spoke to someone like that on that topic, I would do the same exact thing, and I know a lot of people who would as well.
Like that. Well, I talk to people every day, and they're mostly liberals saying that, I don't think anybody needs a gun with 100 rounds and blah blah blah, and they're completely uneducated. So I don't get that luxury of blowing a gasket on them because I have to keep it calm so I don't lose the other people that I'm talking to.
Yeah, that's understandable. But I just get so pissed off whenever someone just can't comprehend simple facts that come from their own damn government that prove that, they're skewed to begin with. But then even if after skewed, they still support ownership.
I was doing a Wounded Warriors event, getting petitions signed and everything, and preaching about, gun control being bad, and pretty much everybody was on the same page as I was. I ended up preaching to the choir. But then I had some Army guy literally walk in and say, I don't believe that I don't want you to have a gun that can shoot 100 rounds. And I had to bite my tongue, obviously, because I wanted to go off on him. So I'm like, hey, that's your right. That's what you believe in. Don't sign the petition. But, eventually you'll come around and you'll understand that that's just silly to even say. And then like 4 or 5 Marines came up next to this guy and just took him off a little ways and started saying something to him. I have no idea, but he left. So I was like, oh, heck, I didn't even have to bust the gas. The guy did it for me.
With the Alex Jones interview on Piers Morgan, he was like, you fled here. Or, he was like, you need to go back. If you don't like it here so bad, you need to go back where they took the guns in your promised land. And then he was like, and I was like, as a matter of fact, Piers, you fled here. And Piers was like, oh, I fled here. And he's like, yeah, you did. Why don't you go back and face the hacking charges from the phone scandal? And why'd you get fired from putting out fake stories? And Piers immediately, just you can see his demeanor instantly change from there.
Yeah.
And at the end of the interview, if you look at Piers' face, you can tell that he is like, that he had to go home and change his pants.
Right. Well, Alex Jones is crazy as far as he'll go off topic and he'll go just fucking ape shit, but he researches. He's got a team. He actually comes up with facts. You know, I don't like to watch him because of the he goes off on the rants and everything, but he's bright.
Yeah, he is right. That's why some people don't like him. Hold on. After that, they did a follow-up on that interview, and they were talking about, Piers was talking about rolling up to the boxing match that he got challenged to, shooting Alex with a semi-auto, and popping him, is what they said. Pop him with your semi-auto, and then leave. And then all the people that were on air, whenever they did that, all started laughing. Now, how long would it take for a pro-gun person who said that on TV to get over it?
Right.
It would still be going to this day, even if it was 10 years ago that they said it.
Liberals and Democrats, they can say whatever they want. It's like black people can say the N-word. I'm not going to repeat the N-word because I don't know who's on here that likes to get offended. But they can say it all they want, and nobody's going to care. But as soon as any other race gets in there, the same thing with the pro-guns and the anti-guns. Anti-guns say, I'm going to walk into a school one day and just kill a bunch of children, and everything's all yeah, exactly, we totally understand. But if a pro-gun says something like that, it's automatic arrest and beatings and everything else.
It wouldn't be automatic arrest. It'd be automatic draw out your pistol, Mr. Police Officer, and shoot him on sight, is what he's getting to. Because he was reaching in his pocket, and he was just got to talking about guns. Or he was holding a remote control in his hand.
Exactly. Or watering his lawn.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Like, everybody here has heard me tell the story about how this kid opens up his front door to the police. He's 17. He opens up the door. He has a weed control in his hand, which is white, by the way, for those who don't know. It doesn't look anything like a gun. And the cop shoots him dead on his own porch. And then once his 8-year-old sister goes up to his body, he tells his sister to shut up and stop crying. And he got paid vacation, didn't lose his job or nothing.
Right. All the course of duty.
Larry.
Oh,
were you calling him?
Thing that popping around here because I would have done the same thing to him and said that he pulled it out on me.
It's very true. What's going on, Barbie?
Hi, Larry.
Hi.
How are you today, honey?
So far, so good. I just got home, jumped on here, and see what's going on.
Did you hear about our guest coming on tonight?
No, tell me about it, please.
Mr. Bundy's coming on.
Oh, is he?
Hopefully, yes.
Well, that'd be great. Are you promoting? Are you sending a call? Or are you posting on yours?
I'm not, but there is a post on my page. Brian did it.
Okay. I'll share it to my page and on and so forth. We'll try and get a whole bunch of people on here. You're moderated then, right? Or is Brian?
I think we're both going to, but I don't know. He might just take over. I don't know. You have to ask him.
I'm asking you.
I would love to be the moderator in charge for it because I would not moderate any of you. I would let everybody speak, and I usually don't have a problem letting everybody speak.
Yeah, that would be a problem, especially for Bundy's. He's not used to this kind of technology. I don't think he gets off the ranch very often.
No.
Hey, I just saw a video that showed it was a police recruitment in the police academies. You know what I mean? And it showed them in military type ghillie suit with snipers. Tell me what a police officer needs a damn ghillie suit for.
For all you rednecks up there in Missouri?
Don't forget about it over in
Texas. He made a pretty good point there.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah, I posted that on my page if you want to look at it.
I do. You talking about the Bundys coming on tonight thing?
Oh, that and the ghillie suit.
Yeah, it's when you start seeing them in San Diego and LA, that's when you really wonder, what the hell are you doing with the ghillie suit? And how long did it take you to make it, or did you make it on your own?
Well, I guarantee they did make it. They probably bought it off eBay.
Right?
Like all these Call of Duty pros. Anyway.
Hey, Larry.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got the perfect thing. I thought about this for you to get for your wife. Okay, when you go down the Coast Highway, okay, from LA going south.
Right.
And you go past that biker hangout that's up on the hill.
Yep.
I forgot the name of it. The Fisherman's Net, is that it?
Yeah.
They call it the net. Yeah. You go past that and you go towards the next town. On the left-hand side of the road, there's a big succulent farm.
Oh, Encinitas?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's Encinitas. That's an Encinitas. That's the next town over.
It's going towards there, yeah. It's almost at the town, but they have some awesome pots in there. You should go in and check them out.
Maybe I will. Thank you.
I brought one home to Arkansas with me.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, I was just out there at the end of February.
Oh, wow. You have family out here?
My son's stationed at Fort Hueneme.
Oh, sweet.
I was there for 2 weeks. I could never.
You should never.
I could never live there.
Why is that?
Because the highways are very scary, and the side streets are even worse.
Yes, traffic sucks out here.
Yes. People don't know how to drive. And they have speed limits of like 55 miles an hour between a one-block red light.
Yeah.
And the light turns green, and it's like, let's see who can get to 55 first.
Exactly. We're all in a hurry.
Oh, hold on.
Good job, Barbie.
Oh, fast.
Probably some NSA troll getting paid $85 an hour to go around and fuck with people's phone calls who don't like him.
Yeah, I gotta get a job like that. I go fuck with the libs all the time.
But I mean, you got like Edward Snowden. He had a $200,000 a year, $200,000 a year job, and he had a beautiful wife. He had a good life going for him. But instead, he chooses to get hunted down by the U.S. government for the rest of his life until he gets killed by him, and it just gets hushed over and hide out in whatever countries he can. Just like, and he's holed up. He's gonna end up getting holed up in airport, just like Julian Assange for 20 years if he doesn't. So basically, he created his own problem. Because, I mean, the government is not scared of those people because they don't have any country that they can live in. They have to live in a cell or they end up getting killed. So they're not worried about those people.
Oh, never mind. Yep, did you? Florida one. Okay.
What?
Sorry about my phone sounds, guys.
Oh, is that you?
Yes, it was my cell phone. See, you didn't have to hear that before because I was on my phone. Now that I can't be on my phone, you get to hear all my funny phone sounds.
Oh, nice.
You know what I just remembered just now? Back whenever they were teaching me about George Washington, they focused more on the quality of his teeth than what he actually did.
Right?
Actually, they didn't say even a word about what he did at all. They just mainly just said down talked his oral situation there. So that just goes to show, what in the hell? I mean, what teacher? That just pisses me off. I've never even thought about that before.
La 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 la. You do know he had wooden teeth? He was the first man to ever have wooden teeth? Isn't that pretty cool?
They made it out of ivory?
Yep.
He was also, more importantly, he was also the first president of the United States under the Constitution, which is one of the greatest achievements that anyone can have.
And he chopped down a cherry tree and didn't lie about it.
I wouldn't chop down a cherry tree. I like cherries.
I didn't know it was a tree. I always thought cherries were a bush, but okay.
Nope, they're a tree. I have one in my yard. Along with peach trees and apple trees and plum trees and persimmons trees.
Deer love persimmons.
I never knew what they were before. I've never seen them before I moved here. And
Try eating one.
Well, I did, and guess what? I ate one that wasn't quite ripe.
No, they all taste like that. Trust me.
No, don't. Once they're ripe, they're yummy.
Wild cherry?
No, persimmons.
Oh.
Deer just love to eat them up.
Well, guys, I gotta go run off and get a haircut. I got a funeral to go tomorrow, so I will talk to you later.
Okie dokie.
Have a good one, sir.
See you later, Larry.
Hey, Larry. Hope I missed something. Yeah, who just asked me? Oh my god, I heard it echo.
I keep on hearing my phone tapping coming through the line.
And then I hit the mute button and forget to unhit it, and I sit here and talk to you while it's muted.
Don't you just love whenever somebody says, "Oh, I got a Glock 40. I got a Glock 40, man."
I have bullets for it.
Well, a Glock 40 doesn't even exist. Well, it's a Glock 23, I think. Is a 40 now.
Hey, you know what? I got damn, what do I got? Never mind, my mind went blank.
You have a Glock?
No, I don't have a Glock. I don't like them. They're too fat.
You like 1911?
Nope. Isn't that more of a shotgun type gun, a long gun?
No, the 1911s is a 45 pistol design that was made in 1911. So that design's over 100 years old. I think it had over 60 years in service with the U.S. military. I wouldn't be surprised if they were using Glocks now.
Well, y'all, it's been a real pleasure chatting with y'all, and I'll be back later on tonight. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Now, Comswin, if you put a Glock in my hand, it feels like I can't hold on to it because it's too fat. It's too wide at the back. I have little hands. I'm going to have to take this.
Maybe you'd like the 41 or 42 and 38 special that they just came out with recently.
Well, I have a 38. And it's like my favorite gun.
They are a lot easier to conceal.
Yep. It fits right in my hand. I have a custom-made grip on mine for my hand. So.
For handguns, I like shoot 9mm.
Nope.
A lot of people say, "Oh, I want a 45. I want something that's gonna knock something down." Well, I don't know, but I can hit a lot more accurately with the 9mm than I can with the 45.
I can take a raisin off the tip of your nose with my 38, and that's all I need.
I'm not trying to be derogatory, but I'm not sure I'd let anyone do that.
Well, I can do it.
I want to go deer hunting with a 44 Magnum.
Okay. Why? I went deer hunting with my 38 one year.
What?
Yeah.
What were you trying to do? Empty a whole magazine?
I don't have
or get a
revolver. And no, I took a deer out with one shot.
You hit it in the head?
Yep.
No, I mean, I want to get one of those 44s, get a scope on it, and try and get at least a 50-yard plus shot on one. Just to say I did it. I think it'd be a good idea if you were in like a tree stand to carry like a 9mm or something up with you in case it got below your stand.
Well, the thing about it is, if you're going to go out hunting one, make sure you take some rope with you so you can gut it, hang it up, skin it, you know?
Oh, I know how. I just drag it back to the house with a 4-wheeler, put it in the bed of the truck, and then
yeah,
I got a rig
first, and then I drag it back.
Oh yeah, you do it all in the woods. Well, sometimes that spoils it for if anyone else wants to hunt, because then the deer don't like smelling their comrade on the ground like that. But if you're only doing it once a year, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't even have to do it that often because other people will hit them or get them and just bring them by the house, and I don't know what to do with this, so I'll take care of it.
Dude, once those dry counties down in Arkansas got wet again, dude, there's so many liquor shops popped up down there since the last time I was down there.
I'm still in a dry county.
I don't know why they'd make it a dry county.
I don't care. I make my own living.
That is unconstitutional to make a dry county. I'm pretty sure. I think it's the 23rd Amendment. Also, it took Congress 200 years to pass the 27th, which affected their pay, not allowing them to get a pay raise until the next term. I wonder why it took them 200 years.
Hey, guess what, Comswin?
What's up?
My husband just came home, and he brought me headphones and a microphone that I can plug in to my iPad.
Sounds great.
I don't have to hear it all.
So he doesn't have to hear it all. Let's see if I can figure out how to get them open. Oh, I'll hit mute. Testing, testing. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Do I sound better than what I did?
It's about the same.
Well, sing to me so I can hear you.
I'm good on that. Might cause some trauma for a few people.
Yes, they're working. But we're going to have to figure out how to make them go this way so I can talk loud enough for Comms1 to hear me.
I got my speakers up. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, my mute button still works too, so that's cool.
Well, usually with headphones that have the microphone on the headphones, the mute button doesn't work on the cell phones.
But I'm not on a cell phone. I'm on Skype.
Oh, you are?
Oh yes, I can't dial in the number. It's It says this number is inaccessible to my phone.
Oh, you paid the credits?
No, I got that.
Please announce yourself.
Please announce yourself. I got the $9.99 plan.
Is that Brian?
Yes, that is I. It looks like we have two moderators on this call taking care of business. I'm going to have to skip out for about a half an hour in a little while, but I'm in for the next hour.
Barbie is experimenting with new headphones.
Excellent, excellent.
The reason why you can hear me a lot better is because I'm not even on my phone. I'm calling in online right now.
With Skype?
No, I didn't even use my code. It automatically enters the regular access code, and plus I wouldn't enter anyway online because now I can notice whenever I call someone on my cell phone that it's just a drastic difference in who can hear me.
Wow, is that Tom's one?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
His voice sounds so different right now. That's crazy. Wow, yeah. Wow, yeah. Awesome. Good for you, man. Yeah, 10-4. I'm still working on seeing if we can get a little piece of something for our phone, though. Working on that. But as of right now, you're into your PC, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it's on a site called Zingaya.com. Yeah, I got a free trial, but I can keep on making up dummy emails to get 2-week free trials on all of them.
So you're definitely coming in through your PC, dialing in from a third party, like long distance dialer major?
Oh, I don't know what the number is. I've been wanting to know what number I'm calling off of.
I can tell you.
Go ahead and tell me.
HE double hockey sticks.
Well, I know that. I typed that in.
So that's your caller ID. You can set it?
Yeah, no, it's in the URL of the thing. Minnesota set it up, and he sent me the link for it, and at the top of it, it said from Minnesota. So I was like, So I erased that and just typed that in.
Hey, Minnesota, thank you, man.
I don't know if he's on here still.
I think he's still eating his pancakes. So what are we going to do tonight, Brian?
This, that, and the other. I expect a good variety of people to start flowing in here somewhere around 9 Central, so 2 hours. Until then, I guess I'll get more updates on Bunny Ranch, and I know we had other conversations going on. I'm sure you've got a handful of updates. What's up, Tom?
Hey, is there any live feeds going on from the ranch tonight?
Kelso will chime in with that. He should be doing as such.
We haven't heard from him all week.
Yeah, I've been talking to him. He's just been busy. So yeah,
well,
he should
Brian,
be. Go ahead.
Never mind. I'm gonna just type it in on the hush now.
Florida One back.
Welcome back, Florida One.
Me and Florida One found a little anomaly with the BLM on their technological side. I'll just put it that way.
Excellent. That's all you had to say. Obviously not too much you'd want to say out loud about that.
Obviously.
I'm working on it now. I mean, it's not, it has a lot of potential to say that much. It has to do with files, going through being able to receive and upload files. So, I mean, you can draw your conclusions from that.
Yeah.
But definitely wouldn't want to look at this without having a secure connection, as the disclaimer would indicate. I'll read it real quick.
Are you about to read the disclaimer?
Basically, it just says, hold on, I'm trying to scroll up. It says, this is a notice of monitoring of the Department of the Interior DOI Information Systems. This computer system, including all related equipment, networks, and network devices, including internet access, is provided by the DOI in accordance with agency policy for official use and limited personal use. All agency computer systems may be monitored for all lawful purposes, including but not limited to ensuring that use is authorized for management of the system, to facilitate protection against unauthorized access, and to verify security procedures, survivability, and operational security. Any information on this computer system may be examined, recorded, copied, and used for authorized purposes at any time. All information, including personal information placed or sent over the system, may be monitored, or users of the system are reminded that such monitoring does occur. Therefore, there should be no expectation of privacy with respect to the use of this system. By logging into this, by the way, you have to have a BLM contact to log in. Evidence of your use, authorized or unauthorized, collected during monitoring may be used for civil, criminal, administrative, and other adverse action. Unauthorized and illegal use may be subject to your prosecution. and there's another couple ones that basically explain what it is. It says, in order to share files with the BLM, you must have a BLM employee with whom you wish to share and submit a request on your behalf. Once you've received your credentials, you'll be able to upload the files via BLM application secure system located at a specific URL. Your credentials will remain in effect for 7 to 540 days, depending on the original share folder set up by your BLM partner. And then it basically says you have to use Internet Explorer, which proves how secure, or it proves how much they know about computers. And in my investigation, the secure part of that acronym should be taken out as of now, anyway.
That was a mouthful, man. Just do what you got to do. Spread the word. What, Bart, did you have anything you wanted to stay specific on? I know you had a lot of questions lined up. I didn't want to intrude the man too much.
You mean now or for later?
Well, later when he comes on.
I have a few things down, yeah. We had an interesting call to Rand Paul's office. The video's posted on my wall if you want to check it out.
You said call to his office?
Yep.
Did you make that call?
No, I did not. But one of our callers did.
And that was Rand Paul's office?
Yes, sir.
Was it good or bad?
It was cute. I liked it. I told him he did an awesome job.
Fair enough. I'll get a chance in a little bit. If anybody wants to help continue to reshare that last post, if you're online right now through community conference calls, for the one that's coming up tonight, trying to get Clive and Bundy on the phone, that'd be useful. Barbie, as far as you know, still there's 100% that he'll be on that phone call, right?
Yep.
Please.
So far, all the intel that we have, nothing looks like it's going to happen to stop it.
Fair enough.
There's only one thing I ain't been able to figure out yet, but I don't think that's going to stop it tonight.
Well, hopefully he's still happy with what we're doing.
I think so.
Yeah, that'd be great to hear from him directly. That'd be a good Friday night call. People want to relax and get the latest scoops, etc. It would be nice to see. Did you get a chance to talk to him directly?
Nope. Although he was standing right beside the people that were on the conference call.
Nice. Good. So hopefully so far so good. That would be nice to hear from him that he thought we did a good job thus far. I've told, some people that, to help out, directly and financially if they can, but I've definitely told people not to put themselves out of pocket a few times, I mean, as far as, if you're starving, you still got to feed your kids. Yes, it's great to give what you can, but, not to hurt yourself. Hopefully he didn't take that into conjecture as people have been taking into conjecture his, non-racist, recent remarks. If you've been watching those all over the flipping place recently, the side video behind it showing all of what he said and then showing how the leftist media likes to, portray individuals in these situations as, racist. Not cool.
Yeah, we knew that card was going to get played.
It's unreal. I didn't expect that really to, be so prevalent in the last 48 hours. It's just been posted about that footage. Come on, man. Next page.
You really didn't expect that?
I'd like to say I didn't.
No, they're grasping at straws. I mean, they had helicopters take off from Vegas, and before the first 5 were fully in the air, we knew it was what was going on. We confirmed how many were going out. We had exactly where they were going and where they were staying at. No, they had to come up with something good, and this was the only thing they could grasp at.
Well, there's a bunch of people on the top. Anybody wants to speak up? There's 9 people. Got a bunch of anonymouses in there. Gotta love those guys with the call blockers. 5146. Anything you wanted to chime in with? I think you muted.
Actually, most of the anonymouses are Skype calls now.
Anybody on Skype want to chime up? Fair enough. Yeah, there's a bunch of anonymous callers in there. Nice. What you like? Anonymous caller.
That was me.
Oh, that was you. I'm sorry. There's so many now. I expect that to get worse. I think at the beginning of the 8 o'clock hour, we should probably mention other ways to get in here. Again, I hope Telso's able to come up with that capability again so we can direct people towards him. And there's a couple the other media groups that I attached a couple messages to. Hopefully they'll pick it up as well. Nothing confirmed yet. Man, that's a lot of hours.
My son's over here rubbing my headphones saying, ooh, they feel nice. You know what that means, right?
No.
That means they're going to get stolen. Come on, guys. You got to speak up. Brian's here. We have an awesome conversation.
I'm looking at the data that we've got on these calls. I got to get also some recordings. I'm trying to pull the recent stuff down. Sorry, if they want to be muted down, so we still got a couple hours to get this series.
I wish
have you had a chance to download any of the past calls?
No. Was I supposed to?
No, you weren't supposed to, but if you'd like to, you'll have the hard copies with us.
Oh.
Go to the conference history and recordings, check with recordings only, and use the dates from the first till today.
Okay.
You pull them all down. There's quite a bit.
Chris from Washington, can you unmute and talk for a minute?
How's it going?
It's going pretty good. Hey, Brian's here, and I know you haven't gotten a chance to talk to him yet. You want to tell him about your phone call today?
Which phone call?
The one you posted on my wall.
Uh-oh. Which one?
You called Rand Paul's office today?
Did I call who?
Did you call Rand Paul's office today?
I didn't call anybody's office today.
Oh, okay. Wrong person.
Yeah, not me.
It's the other Chris.
What happened?
Well, you remember how I told everybody that I wanted everyone that comes out with something bad to say, we need to call him and record the conversation?
Yes, I remember you saying that.
Well, the other Chris, let's see, what is he? Minnesota 7? No, Missouri 7. He called and did an interview and recorded it. It's pretty good. You should look at it. It's on my wall.
Okay, I will. I've been I was kind of bummed out this morning, so I just kind of took a break after yesterday. I mean, I'm glad to see things are starting to turn around today. You finally got somebody helping him with talking? Is that what I'm seeing?
He's supposed to be coming in. We're hoping he's coming. We got plans for him to come.
I just posted. I shared the post, so just hope that he comes. We'll see.
Yeah, if you're the people around him that we have been in touch with, to get him on the line, and we're standing next to him and got him on the call for a minute, from what I've been told. And then he made a promise to get on here tonight. So the people that are around him will still be around him, nearby. We'll be able to call them if they have to remind him. Hopefully, Barbie's got that as a backup plan.
Well, that's what I have as a backup plan. We got to make sure Jag has that as a backup plan.
Okay.
Has anything happened today? I just kind of followed a few things. Nothing really.
Nothing really. We haven't had any call-ins. Now I was gone most of the morning, but nobody relayed any information that was pertinent. So.
Good deal. I just read, that he was coming on, and I figured I'd come in and say that's pretty cool stuff. And I don't know if I'll be able to be on the call, but that'll be right during dinner time for us. But I'm going to try.
Get your headphones out. Stick one earbud in one ear and yes dear, out of the other.
No, if I bring the phone to the table, she will come.
I look at her with pup. Oh, go to the store now and grab some flowers and say, I love you, darling. I just want to listen on this call. You'll have my undivided attention.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that other people are starting to come out and talk out for him too. Saying, come on, this is. I don't understand. I don't understand how people can take that as racism when you listen to all the content.
Right.
I don't get it. But
they like playing those cards, man. It's just how it kind of works in the media right now. They just can't stop trying to play with that card. They want more people's, opinion and see who speaks out. They want to know who the racists are and who the racists aren't. And even the one that says that they aren't, some still are. So catch up with what they say later. That's all I'm saying there.
Yeah. I knew that they were going to have a problem as soon as I was surprised by. I knew that MSNBC would start screaming racism, but I was pretty blown away when I found out Fox News was going to do it too. I mean, it took less than 8 hours for them to turn on from what somebody else said.
But actually,
if Fox wants to stay in business, they'll do what they're told. It's that simple. I know Fox is corrupt as hell to begin with. I mean, they're better than the others. Don't get me wrong. But every single time I see someone watching Fox, I don't trust a word they say.
Yeah, it's sad, when I was younger, before pre-2008, I grew up watching MSNBC. And then all of a sudden they just out of nowhere took a left turn. And so I found Fox and switched over them. And now they're just as bad as, they're all controlled.
Dude, holy shit. It's the Pentagon, I'm just reading an article. It says the Pentagon says that Russian jets entered Ukraine airspace. I know it's off topic, but
oh no, that's it all ties in together. If you guys pay attention to what's going on around the world, people are revolting everywhere. And you can't go through the news without seeing governments out there abusing their people somehow. So this, us being unhappy in this country, we're not the only nation in the country, in the world that is not happy with their government right now.
Well, the revolution in Ukraine, I think, was fun, had a lot of money pumped into it. It had a lot of different countries.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Since Comsman and me and Brian are the ones talking to you, would you mind if we did a little experiment with you?
Oh, sure.
Cool. Brian?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm not really still in my experimenting phase, but I'll try anything twice.
This is actually one you didn't show me. A couple days ago, week ago, you had got everybody that was on the call so that they couldn't hear anything, and you could talk individually to somebody. How did you do that? Is that what the hold button's for?
I believe that may have been what I did. Hang on one second.
Isn't that Q&A?
No.
No, Q&A, that was freezing. All right, since, hey, out of the 10 people that are on this call right now, let's see how that works. Barbie, you are unplugged. So I could unhold you.
Okay, you put me on hold.
Well, it says you're on, it says it's all on hold, so I'm just trying to see what this feature does. It's only feature says you're still on hold though. Did it just mute you out? Can anybody else speak right now?
I couldn't hear you because you hit my hold too. Can anybody else hear us?
So I just, undid that. Now there is another option. If you look up on the right where we have a list of all the names of who's in the room, you'll see caller name, call began, duration, role, hold, mute.
Hello?
In those columns. Yo, Barb.
Hey, yeah, man, that's a no-go.
Okay.
You can mute anybody out manually if you ever wanted to inside the entire call, like when you're in this mode.
Hello?
Hi. Can you hear now, Chris?
It's like really low.
Everything's loud and clear on my end. I don't know what's going on your end there, Chris. Might be your headset.
Are you guys still there?
We can hear you, but your phone sounds like garbage.
Let me try calling back.
Fair enough. We'll be right here. A lot of crackle going on his end.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah, yes, go ahead.
I want to try to do the call tonight without putting it in Q&A, depending on how many people are here. I mean, if we get swamped, go ahead, but I'd like to try to do it without. That's my one request.
Right. We also have to watch for his number. So I get what you're saying, but that's going to be pretty hard to probably do as unorganized as it gets. Once you get past 100 callers, it gets pretty crazy. It's out of Q&A. A lot of people talking over each other, so I'll do that as long as I can until it gets rowdy. Then I'll have to push everybody into Q&A. I'll handle the switchboard pretty much at 8 o'clock now. I don't mind. If of course, I step away or whatever, you want to meet somebody out in particular. Hey, 1242, we heard you come back in the queue, man. You having phone issues over there? Barb, do I seem to be coming in loud and clear on my end?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Chris in Washington, you back?
I put headphones on so I can hear better now.
Awesome.
I have to steal them.
I have to steal them from my kid.
Yeah, and go ahead and get to work on this deal. So I'll call back in here in a little bit.
10-4, brother.
So, do you guys have like a list? Are you guys going to let people actually ask him about any questions if he calls, or you guys have some questions ready for him?
We're going to ask him a handful just to get the easy ones out of the way, and then probably ask a couple quick more ones, then I'll open it up for question and answer. I'll just reset the thing for Q&A, and then, instead of, the ranting and stuff, we're going to try to curb that. There's going to be people that get on, but I want to make sure if they don't have a legitimate question, I'm going to be a little bit...
I wouldn't be domineering with him around.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to not do. You know what I mean? I want to have people ask them a question, but if they go like on a tangent or they go, out of pocket, I'm going to have to cut up to the next guy without, and I'll be as grateful as possible. I hear you. But I want to give him a chance to speak as long as he'll be on and let people try to answer those questions. I don't want to wear the man down though either. Let him kind of get off his chest what he needs to say.
Well, what we can do is we can run some PSAs and tell everybody we're going to give them a 5-minute time limit. And if there is extra time, we'll let you ask second questions and third questions.
Hey, since, you are moderating this phone call, that means that you get to moderate it any way you want. So, things that are irrelevant, completely, don't be afraid to interrupt anybody and say,
I'm not.
This isn't where we need to go. This isn't why we're here.
Right. And after he leaves, we'll still keep up that conversation as long as we can until, other things, we're allowed to say what we want because, we can. So if other people later want to bring up stuff, that's fine. But right when he gets down, we're definitely going to keep it Bundy related without trying to get evaded too much. Obviously other things, federal, blah, 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 and BLM this and, encroachment that and rights, and Constitution, that's going to come up. So we'll do our best, man. We've been doing pretty good so far, especially when it's busier. So,
are you guys going to ask them if there is any legal proceedings to remove people?
You can ask, but when it comes to those things, when it comes to those things, those are things you don't really want out in the air. Another gentleman got brought up that's in a recent court case about something else, and we didn't realize that right away. But when we did, we had to change the conversation because you can't really, you don't want to intrude on anybody's.
Yeah, I heard that there's litigation pending.
Yeah. Brian, another thing, when he comes on, since you're in charge, make sure you mention that you're sorry to hear about Brave. You did hear about Brave, didn't you?
No.
I read about Brave.
Brian. Brave was one of the baby cats that he was helping.
Wait, Wait,
they're
I
trying
think
to say.
I want to say that I think this definitely needs to be one of the questions that is asked from tonight. Is what are their Harry Reid has got 2 more years in the Senate. What are they doing to try to get him out of there now? I think that's a very fair question. You know, what are they doing to stop their congressmen from threatening them with the federal government? I mean,
Chris,
like I said, just
let me fill Brian in because he doesn't get to watch the news. He has a 9 to 5-er. Brian, one of the babies was named Brave. She was born when the cows first came home, and they had to put them in the paddock so that the BLM didn't take them again. And the mother gave birth, and Brave plopped out on the outside of the fence. And because of the mama being sick, Brave had a lot of complications. And they've been nursing Brave, and there's pictures of him carrying Brave around, and he really liked Brave. And Brave passed away this morning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it. Appreciate the info. Sorry to hear that.
Remember, he's a, 68, 70-year-old rancher. Those things are important to him.
Yeah, absolutely. They're very kind people from what I've seen. Good people. That remind me of my uncle, so I totally get it. Anything else you wanted to throw in addition that you felt should be it?
Not really. Everything else should be okay. I just think we should make sure to mention that. The fact that, we're here for him, and we're here for every patriot out there on the ground, be it an oathkeeper, militiaman, everyone who's there, and everybody who's supporting him. We're here too.
Right. Anything else you think we should time in on this?
No, I think you can handle the rest, I think. The rest of what I have is logistical. I don't want, there's one other thing. I don't want anybody asking the numbers. Yeah, they might have intel and have planes flying over and drones flying over to see how many people are there, but I don't think we should ask it so that it should be put out.
Like how many people are there kind of thing?
Yeah, because that puts our guys that puts their lives in jeopardy.
Yeah.
Maybe a thank you for the rumors and clarification hotline number. You know about the rumors and hotline number, right?
Yes.
And the volunteer hotline number?
Right. I've actually not used that at all.
I haven't either, but I have given it out a lot. Oh, and for your information, not for tonight, but for your information, Representative Dan Dwyer called back in again, and we told him that they still need about 50 men on the ground. So he's going to try and handle that from Maryland.
Yeah, I'm sure other groups are still trying to send people out there.
Yeah, we told him we needed medical personnel, and they were there the next day.
Yep. Yeah, there's definitely others that still said they were headed there. Some I know have time back in, but it'd be nice to actually talk to those guys prior to or before or even after 5-in coming up.
We can try. We had 3 call-ins last night, so I don't know how many we'll get tonight.
Yeah,
Probably Texas Comms 1's going to call in at some point.
Yeah, the invites are out for sure. More people I expect to come tonight. A lot of people are chiming in on Facebook, so we're still trying to get other people to reshare that as well. Create some of the same excitement that we had, because obviously we'll have him and others on the call. But yeah, wanted to ask, the number you gave me for the JAG officer, I did leave her a message, but I didn't get a chance to talk to her directly yet.
I know you left her a message. She texted me.
Okay.
I was in the doctor's office and I got a message from her. Do you know Brian's calling me? I told her to call you back, and she said she was going to. I don't know why she didn't.
The sooner the better, yeah, especially if you can verify that. Obviously, we're trying to make sure we get a hold of not only Clive, but a couple of the guys that are there in the inner circle again, probably just to help wrap up the call.
There was something else. When I do public service announcements, I'm going to also remind people after last night that we need to keep an eye on the language, because this man has very strong, firm beliefs, and we don't need to be rude.
I will mention that early and repeatedly.
Yeah, let me give you a heads up. It's like this. It's 6:33 p.m. Central Standard Time. You are on an open, unmoderated conference call. Tonight we will have a special guest calling in. Please, everybody, remember, keep your language clean. We will really appreciate that. Treat everybody with the same respect you wish to be treated with. And when you're asking questions of this caller, please keep it to a 5-minute limit. That way everybody gets to at least say hi and ask a question. Thank you for your time, guys, and let's go.
If you can actually slide that to 3 to 5 minutes, I want to move it fast but not rude. We'll get, a chance to answer questions, and I'm actually going to attempt to run the stopwatch.
I like that. Attempt to run a stopwatch.
Yeah, on top of everything else. It'll be on my phone, so we'll see how that works out. But I think I can make this happen.
5 minutes is an awful long time for one person for questions. That should be great.
Well, that's also a long time when you're the 7th guy in hold. and your phone's got minutes and you're running out of time. So if we can knock it down to 3 to 5, that way they're asking if they have their little conversation. Hopefully it doesn't bother Cloud too much, but it depends. Basically, if there's 4 people in the queue, they can hold. If there's 20 people in the queue, I'm gonna have to move faster.
So kind of play it by ear and see what happens, eh?
Yeah, that's pretty much the pace we've been keeping it when I'm on here anyway. Barb, you've been a blessing. Hey, there's a talk show in here that I listen to every morning on the way to work. I won't mention what it is, but it's a rock and roll station out here that covers part of the Midwest. I really like how they kind of function things. And Barb, what you just did when you said that, you want to try to make that happen on the hour maybe, or on the half hour even, just so
as we get closer to the time, I'll do it every 15 minutes. Because that's what we were doing, waiting for you to come online, but you didn't come and hear us say it.
Yeah, again, the weekends I'm going to be able to devote more time to, depending on the weekends. And then during the week, again, I just kind of chime in when I can. I know people want to use this as a show, and it's been a comm line for the buddies on the side, but, I'll be here when I can. It's kind of the schedule I've got right now, but definitely wanted to take part in this, and I've got some time tonight, so we'll both be running the show today, Barb.
Cool, I get to co-host with you.
Yeah, it'll be fun. And, you've been writing a lot of stuff down, and you've got actually more data probably than I do right now written down outside of the, first week.
I'm on my 4th notebook.
Yeah, but so from that point, obviously, when those questions arise, feel free to chime in. You've got the moderator dashboard, so do as you do so well.
I don't know. We're going to have to come up with a routine so we can play off of each other better. We're too agreeable.
Yeah, I kind of hear. Well, it'd be cool, like even have, Comms One chime in every so often with any technical update that he's got on his end. Luckily, it's died down there, so the whole, the radio thing's died down a lot. But it was kind of nice to have him in the foreground listening to, police communications nearby just to make sure everything's on the up and up when they were running plates and such. I don't know. Hey, Comms One, did you come back yet, buddy?
No, he's not back.
Not looking at people.
I'm looking.
But yeah, when he, it's nice just to have him on when it's freezing here. That way we can literally do verifying stuff on the spot. And nice. But yeah, I got a couple notes on there. There's definitely, the basic questions I wanted to get through with him. What do they need? Yada yada, without saying too much, and let him give his version. And obviously he's gonna have enough to say. It's just to take up some time. And then obviously when it's time to go, we can keep going out with what he just said and update people that came in late, and you can keep sticking to that subject. More people want to vent, but we can throw in a couple of recent things in news. I'm sure.
You mean I have to go brush up on the news?
Right. Have you ever heard of the NATO 3?
No.
Never heard of the NATO 3?
Have you ever heard of Banksters?
Yeah.
Vanderbeek?
David?
Apparently he's the governor of Nevada.
Okay.
I was getting messages today. I need to figure out how to tie the two of them together.
Interesting enough, I'm sure there's some association. A lot of things got to get past the governor, and a lot of things that just happened obviously got past the governor. So.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice to hear more from him. But yeah, I mentioned earlier the NATO 3 was booked by the Chicago Police Department quite a while back. After they had the NATO summit out here, they were supposedly causing domestic terrorists. They were planning something. Supposedly, an undercover police officer infiltrated their group in May of 2012, but they plotted to set fire to some buildings using Molotov cocktails out here during that NATO summit. We worked pretty hard to make sure that all the guys in the group knew if you were to be down there to not go as a son, and definitely, don't cause any trouble or anything like that. We don't know who these guys are, thank God, but we were really worried about some, riot type activity down there. That's why we just kind of wanted to dissolve our hands of it and make sure that we were not even in that side of the city, so to speak, while that was happening. But yeah, some locals actually just finally got their prosecution, and they were sentenced officially, and I believe that was today. But it's kind of sad. I was reading some of the reports. Just I don't know these guys from Adam. They look like they could be hotheads. Can't really tell. But yeah, they don't take those kind of things lightly. I'm just kind of curious how that all actually did go down. Who they're calling out as domestic terrorists at this point in time, and if these guys were really even plotting anything, or were they just goofing over the phones, were they goofing by Facebook? Who knows? But they definitely it's just kind of sad how that turned out. Now, if they were plotting something, all right, so be it. They got what they deserve. But just curious, been kind of watching the local domestic terrorist cases, and these guys just got sentenced today. None of the names do I ring a bell in our roster, thank God. But you never know, man. We're kind of compiled of all kinds of people, so just making sure that they steer definitely clear of anything with the word militia in it in the media. Just kind of watching for that, but they kept them separate. Luckily, at least on the stuff I've been reading. RT. Are you guys familiar with RT at all? How do you feel about them?
RT for me is Rolling Thunder, and I know you're not talking about them.
No. RT is actually the real name Russia Today, but they put out a lot of videos, a lot of exposés. They work closely with Gary Franchi too sometimes, who's also a media guy from Chicago. But I don't know, I've always kind of liked what RT's doing. Good and bad. Some people freak out just because it's got the word Russia Today in the name of their group, so it's obviously pro, or pro, or that's whatever. But I still like some of their articles. They usually are pretty fair as far as underground/media. They're on the air actually right now. So, our JAG officer friend, you're able to communicate with her directly via text.
Yeah.
You give her a quick message, maybe see if she's willing to,
She's still at work, I think. Wait a minute.
Alright, hey Barb, I gotta come out, for about 15, 20 minutes, I'll be back.
Okay.
And, may the force be with you.
Not a problem. Ding. Anybody still on here? Okay, sending me messages saying you're still on doesn't count. Come on, speak up.
I was listening to your the interviews from Ron Paul's office. Kind of drops off there at the end. I missed some of the phone calls, but definitely interesting.
Yeah, I think everybody should be making phone calls like that. I really do. Anybody know what that date is for Operation American Spring?
Is that where they're going to go to the mall in Washington?
Yeah.
I know it's in May.
Well, I know, that's what I'm worried about. I just looked up another date that's coming up in May, and I don't want the two of them to collide.
Are you talking to Occupy people?
No, Rolling Thunder goes to Washington, D.C. on May 25th, the Ride for Freedom.
This is 4 to 1? It's
Yeah.
May 15th.
Oh, wow, that's 10 days before.
It was May 14th, but what I just saw on there earlier this week, it says May 15th. But I'll check it again to make sure.
What will be interesting is I was reading that the Occupy people were setting up the other day in Washington. They're going to be there a week, but then they get permit. But when have we known Occupy people to leave? You know, they say they're going. So if they're still there when everybody else gets there, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, because Rolling Thunder usually has over 2 million bikes.
You're saying that Rolling Thunder and having the militia people there at the same time would be bad?
Bad, no, but,
It would be bad for the government. Really, really bad.
As long as all the rednecks keep their guns across the bridge, I'll be happy. How's that? Is that the way of saying it?
You'd be surprised when rednecks and bikers get along better than probably what you think.
Oh, yeah. I'm not worried about the getting along part. I'm worried about the gun part. As long as everybody leaves their guns on the outside of the bridge, I'll be happy.
Okay.
Welcome to the call. Anybody would like to speak up? Go ahead. You're still on an open call. This is Barbie.
That's Real Patriot, Barbie.
Say that again.
It's Real Patriot, Barbie.
Hey, Real Patriot. I thought you were working.
I am working. Just getting off work.
Ah. Are you going to be sticking around tonight?
I will be off and on tonight.
Okay. Well, make sure you check out the time difference between 9 o'clock Central Time and your time and plan on staying for an hour.
Why?
Clive Bundy's going to be coming on.
When? 9?
Tonight.
9 Central?
Between 9 and 9:30.
9:30 Mountain Time?
Nope, Central, sir.
Central, okay.
Yep.
So that'd be 7:30 my time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll be on.
I know you will, because you're a patriot and you follow us.
So, what did I just come in on when you were saying leave the guns at the bridge?
We were talking about Operation American Spring. I was trying to figure out what the date was for it. Rolling Thunder goes to Washington, D.C. on May 25th.
All right. Well, I got to get out for a little bit, but I'll be back in a little while.
All right. We'll see you when you come back.
All right. Bye.
Now, don't everybody get quiet on me.
I could talk forever, but I'm curious to hear what other people have to say. So I'm just kind of listening.
Okay, my audience is telling me easy on the rednecks.
No, rednecks are good people.
I know. I like rednecks.
Yeah,
I'm one.
Somebody was accusing me of, I made a comment on Guns X page yesterday, and they're like, oh, every time we make a comment, we can hear the banjos in the background. I said, yeah. Well, up here, we use banjos to play the Black National Anthem at the fairgrounds. So, yeah, we're kind of proud of that.
You know what I'm proud of? I'm proud of Harry Reid's domestic terrorist list, because he listed 72 reasons that you could be a domestic terrorist, and I qualified under 60 and a half of them.
Oh, good deal.
Yes,
That
I'm
is something
proud
to
of
be
it.
proud of.
I wish I could have got the whole 72.
Like I said, I still think people need to use the term domestic violence when they're talking about Harry Reid and what he's doing. Because if you can get people to jump on that train and prove that he's using it, the feds have to step in. You know,
That's true.
It's a lot. If we can move the conversation to he's and that's what he's using. I mean, he's threatening the people around the Bundy Ranch, on the Bundy Ranch, with force from the federal government. Not one man can decide that.
I agree.
Yeah, I posted that on his page too. That came down, and I've been banned from posting on his site.
You should do a phone interview with his office. I dare you.
I don't want to be buried out with the cattle.
Chicken.
And, it's like I told somebody else today. They asked, well, why is this all going on right now? Like, well, I think the president's in China. So, Joe Biden's not running the country, and that is Harry Reid.
Nope. Okay, so let's practice this. It is 6:51 p.m. Central Standard Time. You're on an open conference call. Please keep the language clean tonight as we have a special guest calling in. Please try and keep your questions to a 3 to 5 minute minimum. If we have time, maybe we'll extend it so that you guys can ask even more questions. But we are expecting a lot of people, hopefully. And this is Barbie. Anybody that doesn't have me on Facebook, feel free to add me. Please also keep in mind that while there might only be 20 callers on the line, we are being mirrored by other groups to other group radios, to recordings, to YouTube, and we have a lot more listeners than what we know.
Are you sure 5 minutes isn't too long?
I said 3 to 5 minutes.
I would give like a minute for the person to ask their question to the other board to try to respond.
I'm not as mean as you are. That's why
Well,
people like me.
That's what lawmakers did to us this year when we were testifying in front of them. When we started making sense, they cut us down to a minute, and then when we got down to making sense in a minute, then they used the rules and moved everything forward to get around public hearings. It was simply fantastic.
I will tell you this. I will not hesitate to hit the mute button tonight. And if it gets out of control, I will put the Q&A mode on, and everybody will be muted.
I would have it. When Clement Bundy is on, I would have everybody muted no matter what.
I don't want to infringe upon your right of free speech.
It's a moderated call. They know that when they're calling in.
I like to keep it unmoderated. I like to be here and say, you know what? I respect you enough to listen when you talk. Please respect me enough.
Right, but we only get 1 hour with Clement Bundy, and his message is important to get out.
Yep, and we're going to let him talk before we take questions.
Perfect.
Don't worry, I got this. This isn't my first day.
I just keep, it helps if you go over things with people.
Hey, you should have been here on Monday after everything happened and we were dealing with 60 callers and no way of muting anybody.
I was on that first Friday night phone call when all those people were on.
I was on that one too.
Oh my gosh, all I wanted to get was my Facebook page out there so I could start friending people with that networking. I couldn't even get that.
Welcome to the call, caller. Do you have anything you'd like to add today? Must be Florida 1. I think it's Florida 1. Well, we have a total of 8 people in the call at the moment and 2 talking. Feel free to open up and ask a question, state a comment, voice a concern. We're here for you. And hopefully my son will be done weed whacking soon. Can you hear him weed whacking in the background?
I can, but that's a good thing. I can't get my kid figured out.
Okay.
Has anybody heard anything more about the ranch thing in Texas?
I believe our governor delegate will be on tonight, so we can ask her. I'm sorry.
What do you mean by government delegate?
Governor delegate.
Oh, governor delegate.
Yes, she's running for the governor of Texas.
Oh.
She's been on for 2 nights. You didn't hear her?
At nighttime I have my kids ready for bed and my wife ready to go to work. And, sometimes I don't make it on nights. Like tonight, I'm going to really try to be here because I want to hear what he has to say. I like hearing him speak. You don't hear people speak like him anymore. That's something that, was back in the old days. That's why so many people didn't understand what he was saying.
Come on over to Arkansas. We got a whole bunch of talk like that. And slower. I'm still here. I'm talking about dinner.
Do they have a live feed going from the ranch themselves?
I guess
anybody talk to them?
I can answer you if I turn the mute off. As for live feed, some of the oath keepers and militiamen that are out there have Ustream, which they can stream live, but they're so busy they don't have time to do it.
I was talking for for like people that might want to watch what they're not watch what the militia people are doing, but what they're doing on the range.
And for all those people out there listening in tonight, it is 6:58 p.m. Central Standard Time. The number to call in is 559-726-1300. The access code is 276125 and the pound sign. I can hear it with headphones on. Okay, you guys are going to have to pick up some slack here because otherwise we're going to hear this buzzing in the background from him weed whacking outside. Yes, I have.
You know how many people are in the phone call again right now? There's another one. You guys keep it down.
Oh, I was answering you with the mute button on again. I said, yes, we have 10 in the call. And then I said, oh, children. And then that's when you said, oh, you guys need to keep it down. That was fun, kind of cool.
Oh, so I'm not on mute.
No, you're not on mute.
Oh, bummer. I hate that. I do that a lot. Forget whether I put myself on mute or not. And I have to walk away because the kids get a little loud. It's Friday. I've been in school all week. Hey, did you guys see the news today that Washington State, my home state, was the first state to lose their No Child Left Behind money?
No.
Yeah, we're really excited about that. That's $40 million out of our school budget. We're super happy about that. Our governor's been a complete disaster.
Well, I know we have a caller that calls in from Washington State in the wee hours of the morning. And I wish I knew somebody that lived near her because I worry about her so much. She lives in, now wait, I have it written down. Prineville, Prineville. Nope, that's Oregon, that's not Washington.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm surprised you don't have more people calling in from Washington, really. I know everybody thinks we're liberals up here, but not all of us, and even the liberals up here like guns.
Well, yeah, but see, I also have a cousin that lives up there, which keeps me out of the state.
Did you say that they lived on the coast somewhere?
Yeah, he lives in a tent.
Yeah, I think that's what you said, yeah. I remember that now.
He's really odd. He eats roadkill. Yeah.
Well, a lot of people, if it's fresh enough.
He doesn't care.
Okay.
It can lay there for 2 days and he'll pick it up off the road and eat it. Go ahead, say that's just gross. Welcome, caller.
Definitely interesting. But, we have an interesting homeless population up here. So, I don't know if you guys in your area have where they go and they set up homes and they all live there. I don't know if you guys in the state have that, but we have it up here a lot, and it gets interesting.
Nope, first one I ever saw was out in California in San Bernardino Valley, going into California, and I was like shocked. If we had one here, I would be there 24/7 trying to volunteer.
Well, we've got a guy that wants to set up like a homeless shelter here where homeless people can, like, they're passing through the area and stay, but our city council is actually blocking that. They don't have to spend any money on it. This guy wants to come in and do it, but they don't want the homeless people here. So it's kind of disappointed with
that. That was weird.
Well, when you look at Utah and what they've done, that's impressive stuff there. They're going to have homelessness and save money doing it. You can't beat that.
Well, you saw what Charleston, South Carolina did with the homeless people, didn't you?
I haven't. I don't, I'm on the West Coast, so I see those things more.
Oh, people were setting up food kitchens in the park, and the city council didn't want people coming in to visit, seeing homeless people in their city. So they went around and rounded up all the homeless people and put them in a FEMA camp.
That's awesome.
No.
No, I'm being sarcastic. No. It's some things, I can't imagine people actually being taken away to camps like that, but apparently we're going to let history repeat itself.
Yep.
I don't know.
We should get Obama on the line and ask him what his perfect picture of a perfect human being is. Because, Hitler's thing was everybody in the world should have blonde hair and blue eyes. If you didn't have blonde hair and blue eyes, you weren't true and you needed to be dead. At least he was straightforward about it. I'd love to see what Obama has to say.
Nothing without a teleprompter. No, I'm serious. Did you watch his I watched a few clips of him speaking in China today, and he had to do it from a note card. And boy, let me tell you, when he has to read it, he's terrible. When he has to read it from notes or whatever it is, or if he can't use it at all, he's not a good speaker. But for some reason, when they put that teleprompter in front of him, he can sing. It's unbelievable. But when you listen to him, when he doesn't have a teleprompter, when he doesn't have notes, he has a really hard time speaking.
And yet he was elected for president twice. Go figure.
Well, I firmly believe, and this is, what my liberal friends said back in 2008, is that America was given a choice between the first female president and the first black president.
Yep.
McCain was not, that there was no way they were going to stop that. And that's why I'm afraid if they run Hillary, people are going to be like, well, let's just give it to a woman. Maybe she can do better. And then forget about everything that Hillary's done in the last 20 years, 30 years, 40 years.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I hope not.
There's too many people awake to what happened in Benghazi.
Yeah, but you can see what the media can do in one day.
No. If you look on my wall, there's a video on there that a girl named Kira did, and it's a really good video. And I think that explains a lot that people didn't think about.
Was it a video that you just posted with the math there? So.
Yeah, it was 5 or 6 down. I wrote "Thank you, Kira" on the top of it.
Was she wearing a bandana?
On her head, yes.
Okay, yeah, I shared that video. I shared that from your page.
I think that is for what it is, it's a very well done video.
I'm just glad that people are seeing this for what it is, on the most part, and looking past the issue of race that they tried to use. That's a good thing, and that probably really scared our lawmakers when they saw that race wasn't going to be a big part here and that we weren't going to allow it to be a big part here.
And I still think we need to go after every news reporter in the United States that flipped that headline around and tried to sensationalize a lie.
That's all of them. Sean Hannity, you name it, Bill O'Reilly, all of them. They all did. Every single one of them. Every single person that was defending Cliff Bundy on Wednesday night woke up Thursday night and threw him under the bus. All of them. It wasn't just, some here or there. That's why I was saying yesterday, this is something that was planned from Sunday to Wednesday. I mean, somebody got together and they decided on both sides that this is how they were going to try to pull public support away from them, and then they went out and they did it, and it hasn't worked. They get more publicity now. This one backfired on them, and it's kind of funny.
Whoops, I fell out of the call. I'm sorry. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. I was waiting for somebody else to talk.
Oh. Well, there's 6 people in here, according to the counter. Nobody's saying anything.
I'm going to hop off for a while, charge my phone up so I can be ready for the interview.
All right. I'll see you in a couple hours.
Yeah, I will be back.
Okay. Anybody else have anything good to say today? Hello there, and thank you for coming to the conference call. This is Barbie, and I'm your volunteer moderator at the moment.
Tango 800. I just coming out of a deep one.
I'm glad to have you back, Tango. I missed you.
Oh, I'm partially back.
Partially good enough for me at the moment. I understand.
So how's your sleep patterns lately?
They haven't changed much. You'd have been proud of me, though, Tango. I went offline last night and got some sleep so I could go to the doctor's today.
Oh, good. How'd everything work out as far as the doctor?
Well, nothing positive yet, but what the technician could see, she said that it's definitely not, I hate echoing, it's definitely not fibroid, so they think it's a tumor. But where it's at, they should just make one little cut and it'll pop right out.
Okay, I'm unaware of the nature of the problem, but and obviously this isn't a HIPAA compliant call forum.
I don't care if everybody knows. I know it's not cancerous or anything bad because I have power positive thought.
Real Patriot back on.
Hey, Real Patriot, welcome back. I was just watching this video that somebody sent to me. I'm definitely going to post that on my wall.
Sweet. You said Monday will be on at what time, your time?
Between 9 and 9:30.
Between 9 and 9:30 Central.
Yes.
So 7 to 7:30 my time. Okay. All right. I got it.
You going to be here?
Well, of course.
Okay. Just making sure.
So who are the other 5 people online?
I don't know.
Well, I had to unmute. One of them is Tango 800.
And Florida one. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, Florida one.
All right.
Thank you for that video. That was pretty cool. I just posted it.
Yeah, I know. I posted it on mine, too.
Hello, Barbie?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this is Marcy. I talked to you several nights ago.
Welcome back, Marcy.
I live in Texas, and I've been on for about half an hour, and I'll be here for when Mr. Bundy comes on. I noticed you talked about Congressman Dwyer from Maryland a few minutes ago, and I heard him on the call, I guess, last night or before. And I think that's because I invited him. I'm a founding member. I'm just conversing for a while with you because you don't want dead space, right?
That's okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm a founding member of America's Party, which is very conservative party, and I believe that one of our members, well, he posted a few nights ago that he also was on the call, but I don't know if he talked to you, but his name is Ryan Sharp, and he described America's Party and everything, and
actually, yes, ma'am, he did talk to me.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, so we've got Congressman Dwyer belongs to our party, and Ryan Sharp belongs to our party, and I think I encountered a third person, but I can't remember who right now. But I just thought that was so cool, I had to say something.
Well, I hope you let everybody know that Mr. Bundy's coming on to talk to us tonight.
I'm going to. Does somebody have that posted with the number and everything? Do you have that posted on your site? Or,
yes, ma'am. It's
how about
on
the community site?
It's on the community conference call page, and it is on my Facebook site, too. My name is Barbie L. Rogers, Rogers.
Okay. Oh, I was just on your site. I couldn't remember if I found that on there, but I noticed a young lady is a mutual friend of ours, and her name, I don't know if she's been in the call or how that worked out, but she's from Pennsylvania, and I'm from Pennsylvania, and I noticed.
Oh, no.
You're from Pennsylvania.
I grew up there, yes.
Up there, yeah, okay. And she found me on Facebook a couple years ago, and she's been following me ever since. And I see tonight she's on your site, too. So.
May I ask who?
Oh, her name is Anita McElveen, I believe. So I don't think you would know each other from Pennsylvania. Maybe she found the call. And if she did, good girl.
I don't see her on my list.
Oh, Anita?
A-N-I-T-A?
Yes.
Uh-huh. And M-A?
No, it's probably MC. I don't have your screen up in front of me. But.
Well, you never know. I might know her from Pennsylvania. I was up there for quite a while.
M-C-I-L-V-E-E-N.
Oh, I think we might have just shared a post with her.
Well, could be.
Actually, she is friends with my old pastor's son.
Oh, so it's a small world thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably do know her from when I was little.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of hesitant to discuss her on the phone because it's being recorded and everything. She didn't exactly give me permission or anything, so I'll leave it at that. But that's pretty cool.
It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all.
Well, you guys take good care of Congressman Dwyer. I thought that was so neat when I heard him on the phone. So.
Yes, ma'am. I was laying down when he called in, and I jumped right up to make sure I took that call.
Good. Well, I'm going to get back to working on my income tax. I'm slow.
Well, you make sure you pop on tonight and pop on anytime you want to talk to us.
You missed me, Les. As you fell asleep, as you went to sleep, I was waking up, but I had to eat something before I got on the phone, and I'm not going to say anything more.
Yeah, it wasn't a good night last night. There was no way I could moderate what was happening, and I was trying and get more and more frustrated, and my doctor had given me some really good medicine with codeine in it. And
that's right, yeah, I remember, yeah.
The two just weren't working.
Okay, well, it's just as well you missed that. It got hot for a while.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh, you did? Okay. Am I in trouble?
No.
Okay.
Never.
But that's why I can't go up to Bundy Ranch. I'll be the idiot that sets everything off.
That's what my husband says about me.
That's true. I'm that idiot who will set everything off.
Yep, I'm the hothead.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you go for a while. I just hate to not chime in and say something.
Well, make sure you come back a little bit later and say hi to Mr. Bundy.
Yes, I'm gonna try to round up some people for you.
Okay.
Okay. Well, great talking to you. Thanks.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Hi there, new caller. How are you tonight? Well, let me throw out an announcement here for everybody. It's 7:27 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll see how many times I mess that up tonight. And we have a special caller calling in tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And we were asking you to please keep your language on the clean side, please. And try to keep your questions to a 3 to 5 minute long minimum. Try to go on the 3 side. That way everybody gets a chance to say hi. We need to show this man that we support him. Okay? Anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to throw them out there. That's what we're here for, and we have no problem answering. This is Barbie, and I am your volunteer moderator for this evening. And we're going to see how many times I get tongue-tied tonight. Anybody want to make a bet on it? Nope, nobody wants to bet on me getting tongue-tied. Come on, you know I will. Especially since my voice sounds different because I got headphones on tonight. It messes with the way I sound. To me, anyway. Hi there, new caller. Would you like to say hi? I guess not.